Let's go.
Yes, everybody. Russell, the West Ham Network. The Premier League is back, baby! And West Ham take on Bournemouth in an hour or so's time. That is the lineup. Let me go full screen so you guys can see it. It is, there we go, Areola in goal. Now, I think it's a back five with Wan-Bissaka, right wing back, Todibo, Igor and Kilman, with Diouf playing as a left wing back. Potts, Fernandez in the middle, and then behind them, Bowen, Luis Guilherme, with Somerville not in the lineup, and Callum Bloody Wilson up front. On the bench, we have Hermanson, we have Walker-Peters, Nicholas Füllkrug returns, Guillermo Rodriguez, Magassa, Souček, Irvin, George Earthy, and Ezra Mayers. This is how Bournemouth line up, and I love the way Bournemouth set up their things. I think that looks so cool. So they have Petrovic in goal, Truffet, Cook, Senese, who's just returned back from injury, David Brooks. They've got Alex Scott, Evan Ilson. They've got Adams, Tyler Adams, Taverner, DMET, and Cooper Jr. Now, Cooper Jr., keep an eye on that guy. He's fucking good. So that is how the side is lined up, and both sides are lined up. And it'd be great to get your thoughts in the comments in terms of what you think about the starting lineup. As we said, we've got it all there. It's well, by the sounds of it, Mr. Or at least Somerville is the one. I mean, he's but then Somerville didn't really play any internationals, and there was no sort of word about him being injured or anything like that. So it's a slight strange one. Why there's been no no news about that. But as always with Nuno, he does keep his cards, to his chest. We got Will in the chat saying first start for Luis Guilherme, indeed. First start for... Is it his first minutes? Is it his first minutes under Nez? Let's have a quick look. So I've got a feeling he might... I can't remember him coming on the bench. Luis Guilherme. Yes, because the last time he played was the 29th of September when he came on as a sub. We drew 1-1 away to Everton, so it was his first game. So it is his first minutes under Nuno Espirito Santo. Fair play to him, and we wish him all the well. Don't forget to give it a like if you're watching this and enjoying it. At halftime, if you guys could hang around as well, we've got some great prizes as per usual to give away. We've got a signed Phil Parkes notebook. Notebook's available on Amazon, and also we've got a signed Trevor Brooking photo as well. So we'll give away at halftime, and it costs you nothing to do that. Also, if you want to download the QR code, Match Bingo, you can download the app and hopefully maybe win yourself some money. Get your dabbers and dobbers, get your cards ahead of the game today, and things like when a goal's scored, if it's scored in the 4th minute, when a sub is, and you get money for a line and get money for a full house. And believe me, you can win money on this. The West Ham Network have won it a couple of times, and to Match Bingo's credit, they've honoured it and donated the money to the food banks, which is great. So, and actually, if anything you think you deposit, if you put in the code WHN, all capital letters, you get 200% added onto your bonus. So it's all good in the hood. What we've got here, not a terrible team. Bench is worrying, though. The bench is a little worrying. I think going into, again, it shows, I think, necessarily we are a couple of injuries away from really struggling. Obviously, no Somerville today. Luis Guilherme comes in for him. Obviously, if Somerville was fit, Lewis would be on the bench. You've got George Earthy now back on the bench. You've got 𝗪𝗓𝗪𝗧 as well, the young lady. You've got 𝗕𝗢𝗨𝗥𝗡𝗘𝗠 𝗪𝗓𝗪𝗧 Still got Rodriguez there. 𝗪𝗂𝒽, no place, obviously, for James Ward-Prowse either, unexpectedly. Hermansson's obviously recovered from, he didn't obviously get ill when he was on international duty with Denmark, so that's good. Walker Peters there. There's obviously, anyone who watched the training video yesterday would have seen 𝗪𝗧𝗪𝗧 in there, but obviously maybe he didn't have enough. He had his knock was still sufficiently meant he couldn't play. Good to see Füllkrug in there. It gives you the option as well. You don't have to bring on Tomáš Souček at 60 minutes. You can bring on Füllkrug at 60 minutes for Callum Wilson, obviously starting against his former club as well, which is good to see. And yeah, that's how it's all sorted out. As I said, Kilman. I would assume it's a back three. The way they've back five in essence, the way they've sort of put it through. I wouldn't think you'd see Kilman playing left back, but left of the back three, I could see that happening. And Diouf playing that wing back, obviously him and Wan-Bissaka, I would assume would be almost a 3-4-2-1 formation. That to me seems more logical, but we'll see as it goes along. We'll see what happens. The great thing is it's interchangeable as well. You could always push Wan-Bissaka into that central midfield and play Todibo on the right and play a back four. There's lots of options there, which is good. It's nice to see Bowen, nice to see. And again, there was meant to be some injuries as well. I think the only injury it does seem was to Somerville, which was surprising. Didn't even go on international duty. Thoughts on Igor getting a start? Well, look, by all accounts, he's impressed in training. So, I don't think you would have had to do that and put him in. There's the options of gone back to the kept the back four, but there's definitely a move because you could have kept. When we did the starting 11 show, I had the back four, and then I had Souček playing instead of Paqueta. In essence, it's Igor playing instead of Paqueta in terms of the actual numbers and how it's all moved around a little bit. But and good to see Freddie and Alvarez in the middle. Obviously, 𝗪𝗂𝒽's on the bench as well. Yes, indeed, Michael, that was what I was alluding to. We haven't heard anything from anyone that he was injured, which sometimes to me also proves the validity of sometimes when you have the ITKs, because if that was quite a major thing and they've had, that news wasn't released at all. So fair play. And that's how I like it. I like that. I don't like to find things out, because if I found things out, then no doubt others would have found them as well. Bench is very weak. Maybe 3 at most useful. Yeah, the bench, looking at the bench again, if we bring it up, Füllkrug is coming on. Walker Peters is a utility sub, really. He can be used across either flanks of the back four. He was playing sort of left wing, wasn't he, towards the end of the Burnley game. Souček obviously will come on. 𝗪𝗂𝒽 could come on. I'd say a few more than 3, Michael. I'd say Füllkrug, Walker Peters, 𝗪𝗂𝒽 and Souček. Andy Irving now, obviously Scotland qualified for the World Cup, and you'd assume that he would want to get some minutes, and that's why I predict he'd probably get on loan in January. Good to see George Earthy back in the side. Ezra, I think, is a bench warmer, really. Although there's no other centre-half really there. So, although 𝗪𝗂𝒽 can play centre-half as well with a push. But good to see Ezra getting some minutes, getting on the bench as well. Him and 𝗪𝗪𝗪 seem to be taking chances, taking sort of swapping places. So I assume 𝗪𝗪𝗪 will probably be on the bench for the Liverpool game. Good to see George Earthy back in the side. Also interesting to see that Lewis Orford has just been recalled back from his loan spell at Stevenage. So I would not be surprised to not see Lewis maybe starting getting on the bench. It hasn't worked out, the Stevenage loan spell. It was too rushed. It was far too rushed. And therefore, it's, we'll have to see what happens going forward with that. As I said, at halftime, Anton's going to be doing the watch along. At halftime, I'll be back, and you can win yourself some stuff, some signed. There's Phil Park's notebook. We've got Trevor Brooking signed print as well for the 1980 FA Cup final. And we'll give them away. What we're going to do is put a hashtag in, which I will also just say what it is at halftime, so you don't get all excited. Füllkrug will be injured, getting his shin pads on, Russ. Well, do you know what? Yeah, for me, it's so frustrating, because I just think he's, in terms of the way that Nuno Nes likes his team to play, he is just so perfect for it, you know. And I think if you'd had full crew 4 or 5 years ago in this side, it would be totally different. And, you know, another one where, and you can't legislate for injuries. I mean, he was relatively injury clear for the 18 months before we signed him. It just hasn't worked out. We know he's going to be going. And it's whether we can get replacement in. He'll probably go back. I think he'll go back to Germany, possibly to Wolfsburg, if Tim Steidten gets the sporting director job, which looks like he's going to be. Looks like that's one of the reasons why we've been linked to there. Nigel Pepper, when my computer wants to work, says, wonder where some of it is. Who knows? No one does know today. No one does know. Very strange one. It's not something that I've seen on any of the ITK pages or anything like that. So very strange. Wilson to bag today against his old club. Let's hope so. I think. I mean, it's a young side. You know, you got to think. Look at midfield. Except if we played the four across the midfield, with the exception of Wan-Bissaka, who's probably only 26, 27. You know, you've got Fernandez, who's 21. You've got Potts, who's 20. He's about 21, 22, isn't he? Diouf's 20. You've got Guilherme, he's 18. You know, yes, you've got Callum Wilson at, you know, early 30s. You got Bowen at his late 30s, but you've got, you know, Kilman 7, 28, Todibo's 25, 26, something like that. Areola's 32. Igor is, I think, about 30 or 28, something like that. I don't know. So it's a more youthful side than we're probably used to. And I think one positive looking at that Brighton, looking at the Bournemouth side, is there is no place for Semenyo. He misses out due to injury, as we alluded to. Although the issue is, Krupi is a very good player. And, yeah. And actually myself and Jim Lads from Twitter, the Yorkshire Pudding Man, big Bournemouth fan. We had him on the channel and was talking about that in a bit more detail. And, yeah, he's been very impressed with what he's seen so far from Krupi. And, you know, not even that, even when he was during his time at in League R, he was scoring some very, very, very good goals. But the stats aren't too shabby, Alonso, when it comes to our games against Wolves. I'm just going to bring up the stat attack because it's quite interesting to have a look at that, because there are some interesting stats. If I can find where the hell my stats have gone. I had them all set up because I thought I'd show you some stat attacks because it was really interesting to see. And we might play that video out quickly. Yeah, there we go. We'll get that sorted. As I said, if you're new in here, give it a like, give it a comment, give it a share, give it a subscribe. Let us know what you think. Let us know your score predictions. Let us know who's going to be your man of the match. All that type of stuff that you know in the chat, man. It really does. Yeah, I find it quite interesting to see what people think about the game coming up. Whether I'm in the same one as them or not. You know, I'm quietly confident. Quietly confident, although it does slightly, maybe that confidence is slightly worrying me a little bit. Maybe I'm too confident about it. Not even confident. I just feel like we've got a good chance. So speaking of chances, let's have a look at the stats for this. And of course, we've got that updated team news from that last slide. But yeah, we've only played Bournemouth 22 times in our entire histories. How crazy is that? You know, when you look at how many times we played Spurs or Liverpool and played them over 180 times, we've only played them 22 times. And actually, there was a period where we hadn't played them for decades. Absolute decades. The majority of those have been since 2015. Absolutely crazy. Ref puts Chelsea on a corner, but no pen. Oh, okay, I haven't been watching the game, actually. They're missing their top scorer, assist maker. So, indeed, that's why I put it on there, because I think it's important to show that how critical Semenyo. Yes, they've got some very, 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 very good players, but Semenyo is critical to them. And as a top goal scorer and assist, he's been involved in, I think, almost 10 goal involvements, or 9 or 10. So, absolutely crazy there. What we got here? Nigel's, I think, 2-1 Russ, winner from super sub Souček. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice? It's currently Chelsea beating Burnley 1-0. With Pedro Neto scoring assist for Jamie Gittins. A few minutes left before injury time there, which is good for our Premier. Does that mean we're at the bottom three? No, not yet. Of course. How is it? Hasn't surely we? I thought we were. No, we're not equal, are we? I thought we would have. I don't know. Yeah, they've scored one more goal than us. Yeah, I thought because Burnley lot. I don't know. Maybe that will change. No, probably won't be. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. Well, any result today, a point or anything, gets us out the bottom. Even if is to the 17th or even 16th. Anyone know any places to watch? Just stay with us, Josh. Stay with us, and Anton will be the dulcet tones. Is all you need. Burnley piling it on though. Chelsea will cave. I don't think they will. Now. That puts them up to second, doesn't it, in the league now? Yeah. A win for us today could theoretically take us up maybe 14th. I don't know. I haven't looked at the other games yet. Who were the other games playing today? Brighton, Brentford, Fulham, home to Sunderland. Sunderland could win that game. That would be good for us. Liverpool, Forest. Liverpool win that one. Wolves, Palace. Palace will want to win that one for us. So, yeah, could be. Can Souček get the whole team doing spinny Diouf does it now with him? Maybe, Michael. Maybe if he keeps that going, we need that. We need that win a horrible next few weeks. It is indeed for us. We haven't got some, particularly favourable matches coming up. But it's those games that I don't necessarily mind in a weird way. After this we play Liverpool away next week, and then we play Man U on the Thursday, and then we play Brighton away on the Sunday, and then Villa at home, City away, is that right? And then Fulham home, and then Brighton to finish off at home. So we played Brighton twice in December, home and away, or away at home, and then that's the end of the year done. Guilherme starting, some of injured, glad to see him start. Well, it does seem that, Josh, there has been some sort of injury to Jimmy. Nothing's been reported. I haven't seen any reports about that, so we shall see. Burnley needs to lose 3-0 for us. Okay. Thank you, Michael, for the clarification. I was a bit surprised, but you're only 40 minutes until kickoff. I've got a soundboard here. How exciting! Look, I can do this. That's when Spurs lose again, or if we win. All good. As I said, we enter quite a tricky period leading up to Christmas now. So as 2-0. Oh, come one more, and we're at the bottom three. Come on, Chelsea, do us a favour. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be lovely? Right, let me just see. Why is that not doing that? I don't understand. Right, let's have a quick look there. Look at the table. Yes, one more. Yeah, because we're equal now. We're equal. We're equal on goal difference now. We've both got -10, but they've scored one more goal than us. And I think it goes on goals scored after. So we 23. They're 24 now. Oh, I'm back. That was weird. So yeah, one more goal. One more goal. We'd be at the bottom 3 before we even kick off. That would be great. How amazing would that be? And what a turnaround that would be. What a turnaround. But I don't think that will happen, unfortunately. But as I said, we'll be here. And let's just go through everyone new. Anyone who's seen the starting lineups. This is the full starting lineup, including the bench as well. It looks like, as we said, a back 5. We've got Potts starting despite being supposedly having a slight injury concern. Obviously went off with a dead leg at the Burnley game. Fernandez partners him. Obviously, 𝗪𝗡𝗦. He's been suspended. He serves a 1-match suspension following 5 yellow cards. We've got the likes of Hermansen returning back from international duty. Okay. We've got 𝗪𝗏𝗧 Nicholas Füllkrug, Guillermo Rodriguez, Segundo Magassa, Thomas Souček, Andy Irving, George Earthy, and Ezra Mayers all on the bench. I like that. And quite interestingly, if we do win today, it will be apparently something like 2 years or 4 managers. In 4 managers' history, we haven't won 3 games in a row or something like that. It's been something like 67 Premier League matches in between the last time we won 3 games in a row. How crazy is that? Absolutely mental. Mandy, hope you're well. I don't know what to make of that lineup. I thought he would have gone with Magassa. No, I don't think he would have gone for all 3, to be honest. Lineup does not look right. I think it's Igor. I personally, I'd have been the same as you, Mandy. Maybe not Magassa. I don't think he would have played all 3 of them. I think he would have put Tommy Souček in personally, which again shows something. A lot of people were obviously very critical of Thomas Souček and critical of how he's been used. Now he's continually been used by lots of managers. It's shown. I mean, he would have been the obvious candidate to be brought in my opinion, for this game, particularly without Lucas being available. So, but then clearly he's had, the international break to work on that back 3. None of that back 4, in turn, in the goalkeeper, were on international duty. So that would have given him an opportunity to play with those, and practice. So it's not like he's thrown that together. The 𝗪𝗪𝗦𝗪𝗓, if Somerville had a knock in training, say on Thursday or Friday, 𝗪𝗪𝗪 can come in and do that job. He was well aware that 𝗪𝗏𝗧 wasn't playing, so he would have already assumed that Freddie obviously was still at the club. He didn't go into his duty. Obviously, Fernandez did with Portugal under 21s. So yeah, Gary, good morning to you, my friend. Hope you're well. Took us a year to win 2 on a trot. I would have chucked Kante in, to be honest. Well, I mean, Kante's been brought up. He's been training obviously with the first team along with Idris and Ezra and Finn. I just don't think. Yeah, I think for me, I don't think. There's no doubt he's going to be an absolute barnstormer. No doubt at all. There's still a lot of his game which I think needs to be learned out. If that makes sense. He does make quite a few mistakes, and I think in terms of ball possession, he does lose the ball quite a bit. Overplays it a little bit, that type of thing. So it hasn't surprised me that he's not been sort of dropped in yet. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes out on loan in the summer, in all honesty, or in the January transfer window potentially, rather. So I think that could happen. I think, yeah, no, I think that could happen. I think that would make sense for him to go out on loan. Huge game for 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪, only one of the 3 offensive. Does the sound seem okay? Does anyone else seem the sound okay? let me listen. Let me have a quick listen to myself. Let me bring it up, get the views up, and then I'll have a little listen. I'm going to mute myself. Let me have a little listen, Mandy. See if it sounds okay for you. Give me 2 seconds. Sounds okay to me, Mandy. Sounds okay to me. What I tell you what I will do for you. Let me do it. What I'll do is I'll change the. Let me do that, and I'll go to presets. I'll go to that one. So I'll change it slightly to make it a little bit less tony for you. Hopefully that's okay. But I mean, to be honest, it's yeah. I mean, yeah, not seeing anything. There's seems okay to me. Sounds good, mate. There we go. You see, it's like an effect, like a stadium effect. That's better. Maybe you don't like the maybe because it was a bit more bassier. Maybe I don't know. Anyway, that's I've changed it for you, and hopefully that's better. Everyone else, it was all right, Mandy. Just hashtag just saying you're the awkward one. I'm joking. Anywho, we've got just over half an hour. We're going to have Anton doing the watch along. I'll come back for half time. Give away some prizes. Anyone new to the channel, it sounds normal. Good. Thank you, Gary. We've got a lovely signed picture from 𝗪𝗪𝗧 which we'll give away at half time. As long as it's like when you put TV on cinema. And then we've got a signed notebook by Phil Parks. We're giving away them at half time. Easy enough to do. Easy enough to do. All you have to do is literally just put a hashtag in. When I say put the hashtag in, it's finished full time. 2-0 to Chelsea. Sadly, not that 3 that we would need in order for us to being able to go ahead and get out of the bottom 3 before we even kicked off. But there we go. Right. Let's have a quick look. Anyone? I said I'm conscious of the fact that we've got obviously match bingo. So there's that QR code. Match bingo, big supporters of the West Ham network. So if you could use that QR code or download the Match Bingo app, and any deposits you put onto Match Bingo, if you use the promo code WHN, you get 200% bonus, which is absolutely fantastic. And you can get your cards, your bingo cards for the game. All very good. TB's in the house. Yes, T. Hope you're well, mate. Afternoon, all indeed. For Tom's benefit and anyone else's, we've got the full squad. That's how we're all lined up. As I said, it looks like a back 5. I think it looks like a back 5 to me. But there's adaptability there. Bench, we welcome back Nicholas Fulkrug. Tommy Sujic on the bench. Also welcome back George Earthy. He's on the bench, as well as Ezra Mayers, as well as Andy Irvine, obviously of Scotland. Have just obviously qualified for the World Cup. So you imagine Andy will want to get some minutes. Since I said yesterday, I would assume he'll go out on loan to get some minutes, because and particularly also because we've just recalled Lewis Orford from his loan spell at Stevenage that he's been recalled today. So you would assume he would be one of those group, the same as Finn Herrick and Erdris and Ezra and Mohamedou Kante, and will be training with the first team now on, and then being released to play for the 21s as and when required. From Bournemouth's perspective, there's no Semenyo. You've got Krupi instead. When that wants to come on, there we go. No, it's gone. There we go. Let's put it back at him. You've Krupi. You got Taverner, Alex Scott, who obviously has just been called up. That's quite impressive. He's maybe in the jungle at the same time. But the other Alex Scott, who obviously has been called up to the England squad for the last one, which was great for him. Petrovic, former Chelsea goalkeeper. You got 𝗕𝗢𝗨𝗥, the replacement for Kirkes. You got Lewis Cook, the captain. 𝗪𝗧's just come back from injury. David Brooks, Tyler Adams. Decent side there. Decent side. But I think we've got enough in our tank. I really do. How confident I am? Very confident. I'm confident of at least a draw today. I just fancy it. Just fancy it. Have we played well with back five? No, we haven't. But what I'm saying also is actually that back five could easily turn to a back four, because actually for a lot of games, 𝗪𝗪𝗧 has almost dropped to a right back position and wan-Bissaka's almost tucked in, and then 𝗪𝗥 can drop, and then you've got back four, then you've got 4-3-2-1. There's lots of ways you can manipulate that lineup. You can push 𝗪𝗥 more into and almost play a three with Guilherme playing. I mean, you could be a 3-3-3. 3-3-3-1 rather. I couldn't count up to 10 then. So with 𝗪𝗥 playing there, although I think it's more likely. I'm just watching Anton doing fucking changing rooms. God, he's hilarious. He's trying to put his things up, and I guarantee they'll all be wonky. And just in the chat, just say they're all wonky because you are. 4 or 5 on 10. Is it really? Wow, that's crazy, isn't it? That's crazy. Yeah, it is. Yeah, wow. Leeds, Burnley, West Ham, Forest, all -10 goal difference. News on Somerville not playing, Tom. No news, actually. I haven't seen anything about why he's not playing. I'm going to buy it. I'm seeing it in the preview. I'm going to buy Anton, right? I'm going to buy him fucking spirit level. Because it's all hockey. Alex Scott in a red dress. There we go, indeed. A back five under Potter was horrendous. Hopefully it's better under Nuno. It won't be so bad. But as I said, throughout the games we've played, it's dropped back to a back four, a back three at times when he's had to. So I just think there's enough there. And, if worse comes to worse, you look at the bench. The bench might, if I look at the West Ham bench, you've got the likes of Walker Peters, obviously can play both. He's getting us. I'm watching Anton. He's getting a fucking screwdriver out. Jesus. He's fucking hell. You've got obviously Walker Peters who could play, either flank. He actually played left midfield, didn't he, last time? You've got 𝗪𝗂𝗧 can drop in there. Oh, God. 𝗪𝗂𝗧 can drop in and play centre half. 𝗪𝗏 can play centre half as well. Ezra is obviously there, but I just can't see Ezra playing over the others. But who knows? Who knows? What we got here? Ollie says, "Hi, Uncle Russ. Hi, nephew Ollie. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Good to see you. Good to hear from you. Haven't seen you. We haven't seen you lot for ages. We need to sort that out. We'll sort that out soon. Before Christmas, before the Christmas dinner. Anyway, yeah. So I'm quietly confident today. Quietly confident. It'll be a back for most of the time. Yeah, that's the way I see it. I think you'd almost see 𝗪𝗪𝗧 push up, and I actually think then Potts will probably tend to sit in front of the back three as well. So there's a lot of movement in that setup as well. Guilherme there is on the left. To be honest, his preferred position is a 10. So you could even sometimes have, a behind the front three of 𝗪𝗪𝗧, Guilherme and Bowen behind Wilson at times. So yeah, I think it's really quite interesting and quite fluid, and I like that. Would I've liked us to start with a back four? I like us with a back four, but needs must. I would have not put. Yeah, there's Paqueta. Obviously, him not being around. For me, I would have put 𝗪𝗏 in. I just think, but then 𝗪𝗏 is a good finisher, and that's what I mean. Recently the narrative has changed of substitutes from being substitutes to being finishers. And in terms of what we've got on the bench, we haven't got a lot of finishers, really. We've got 𝗪𝗂𝗧 who come on and finish in terms of being a centre midfield, tying in. You've got Fulkrug who will no doubt come on for Callum Wilson and get injured. You got Suchik on there as well, who'll come in and work half the last 20 minutes or so. But that's what I was saying the other day when I was talking about my predictions for the January transfer window, and I was saying how someone like a 𝗕𝗢𝗨𝗥𝗡𝗘𝗦 would be really useful for us, and I knew exactly what people have said. I'm going to put my heater on. I'm fucking freezing. I'll put it on a little bit. But for the likes of having the ability to bring someone on who could just offer something different and offer us we haven't got that sort of off the bench injection, injection speed. And I mean, arguably something like 𝗪𝗓𝗪𝗓 would, but he's starting. But that's what I want us to get, some sort of good finishers now. What we got here, Michael says Igor is to cover crap man. Yes. And also, I mean, you got the fact 𝗪𝗧𝗪𝗧 was trying. What was it? He was training with the first team squad. He was in the videos, and I was surprised that he's not in the squad. Maybe he's just not. Maybe they don't want to risk him yet. As long as we can see in the first 10 minutes, that is progress. Interesting to see Igor. And also, I mean, the thing is, you're playing him in the centre. So for me, it's less of a worry, so to speak. Whereas I think if you play him, I mean, he's like Brighton's 12th choice centre half, isn't he? So, but look, at the end of the day, people were laughing when we signed Craig Dawson, and they went on to be a cult hero for us and help us, progress really far in Europe and win stuff. And so, Nuno, Igor, you're starting today. Igor, yes, master, indeed. Igor, yes. No, I'm looking forward to it. The Premier League is back. Deserves an air horn. Love an air horn. Someone's saying, I just saw a stat just pop up on my thing there. Let me just find that stat. Is that true? Someone's saying Bournemouth has like one of the worst. No, I don't know. Anyway, don't forget to give it a like, comment, share. Also, don't forget we're going to have at halftime. We will have the world famous West Ham Network halftime draw. We've got two pieces to give away today. We've got a signed Phil Parks retro notebook. Retro notebooks are available on Amazon. Just search West Ham at retro notebooks. Lots of different ones there. And also we've got a signed 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗘 signed picture from the 1980 World Cup FA Cup final, of which he won. He scored the header, if you don't remember. Interestingly, actually, with Tom in the chat, yesterday was the anniversary of me and Tom's first game at West Ham. Let me do the maths, but it was this time, last year. Where is it? It was 1992. 33 years ago, myself and Tom went to our first ever game at West Ham. Oxford United, West Ham won 5-3. Oxford United scoring after something like 30 seconds. Julian Dix brace, Tim Breaker scored. Actually, Andy Melville scored for Oxford, I think it was. Clive Allen scored and Trevor Morley scored. Crazy. We will be starting to do them again, Michael. Yes, I do apologise. Yeah, we're going to start doing them again. We'll do one for December, without doubt. And we might even do a bit extra over December as well. They will be doing that. We haven't done one. We didn't do one last month, for sure. Just trying to get all the bits together, but we could probably do that. We will start doing them again. Don't worry about it, Michael. We will. And then we'll start also doing our raffles as well. We've got a nice shirt to give away, which I might give that away in our monthly draw potentially. Yeah, I might do that as a special draw. A signed 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗘 signed shirt. We'll do that for our members draw in December. So if you want to win, be in with a chance of winning a signed 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗘 shirt, all you have to do is become a channel member. There's a join button down there. It's a couple of quid a month, and you're supporting the channel. And we'll be giving away a signed shirt probably towards the end of December. So allow people to have the whole of December to sign up and become channel members. So we'll do that. And that'll be lovely. That'll be lovely. Just over 20 minutes to go. As I said, a win today could potentially put us up to 14th. We'd had 13 points then, dizzy heights, getting nosebleeds. My first game 50 years ago, the FA Cup final, Tommy Taylor. Funny story about Tommy Taylor. Obviously, he then went to become Leyton Orient manager, didn't he? And myself and my friend called Tom Taylor, during Tommy Taylor's time at Leyton Orient, went for trials at Orient. And when we turned up, obviously Tom Taylor, and they thought it was hilarious. They thought it was absolutely hilarious that he was also called Tommy Taylor. There we go. And we shall get Tom Taylor, my Tom Taylor, on the Brothers in Arms podcast, which we do every couple of weeks. Myself, you got Tom in the chat, you got Simon, who's over in Dubai, who's probably in Nelson's at the moment with the Buy Hammers. We do that every couple of weeks. Really good chat, nostalgic. We talk about supporting West Ham as a family, all that type of stuff. Yeah, we've got some great guests coming up. All from, well, you won't know who they are, but also, actually, while I've got you here, we have got a fucking good, sorry, Ollie, close your ears. We've got a fucking good ex-player coming on, ex-Hammer coming on the channel soon to do a My Hammers 11, an exclusive. It's someone that I haven't seen on any West Ham fan channel talking about the club, playing for the club, all that type of stuff. That should be in the next probably week or so. So keep an eye on the channel and subscribe. And you won't have any chance of missing it, because it's a really, really good interview. And also, if you do want a bit of nostalgia, go check out 𝗕13events.co.uk. There's an interview there with Jimmy Walker and Ludic McCloskey, Big Boy, which was recorded a couple of weeks ago in Prague. Obviously, Ludo's not very well, so Ian and the team and Ryan and Nikki from West Ham Fan TV, they went over there and recorded a really, really nice interview. Really, really nice, really poignant. I've had an opportunity to watch it. They've put 352. Oh, they said I was the right one. And it was very, very good. Basil Brush, Boom Boom. What are you talking about? Boom Boom. Basil Brush, what's going on there, mate? I have no idea what you're talking about, Michael. But as I said, if you do, go over and check it out. It's a really good interview. It's a pay-per-view event. It's like a couple of quid, I think. But it's very, very good. And possibly the last time you might see Ludo on camera. Obviously not very well. He stopped his treatments as well. So, yeah, very, very good. Very good indeed. Just over 15 minutes, just under 15 minutes to go until kickoff. It looks a bit wet out there in Bournemouth. I'm just looking at the. It looks a bit wet. Yeah. Oh, bless them. Fair play. And they've just been profiling Junior Krupi, who's got 4 goals in 5 Premier League appearances. Very good player. Weird how they got him. I think we offered him twice as much, didn't we? And to Lorient, and he went to Bournemouth. And isn't it the owner owns some of Lorient or something like that? It's a bit weird. And also afterwards, so at halftime, I'll be doing the quiz, and after the game, Anton will probably be doing a halftime post-match show, the highlight show, the review show, instant reactions. You can give us your thoughts, and hopefully, potentially could be another victory. 3 wins back to back to back. First time we've done that if we do it, in over 67 games. How crazy is that? That's like, 2 seasons, isn't it? So, very, very strange, but let's hope so. Let's keep this trajectory going. Back through, we have no chance. Bournemouth for a very fast time. We need to play 4-4-3. That's impressive. We're going to get another player on the pitch, are we there, Phil? For sure. Phil Shaw. I think you mean 4-3-3 or 4-4-2. But we could. It reminds me of when I used to play at my primary school, and the football team played the netball team at netball, and we had the whole side on there because they were so fucking good. They were actually running rings around us. So we sneaked small players on the pitch. It's a new tactic. It's unusual, Phil. I like it. No, don't correct yourself. Don't correct yourself. The only thing about the 4-4-2 is it's that second striker, and you could play someone like Callum Marshall there, but I think the way Nuno plays tends to be, personally, I always think it's a 4-2-3-1. Always thinks it should be a 4-2-3-1 with Arsenal. And I think Damien in the chat always said it's part of the DNA, and I totally agree with him. Do we know if Somerville is injured? Well, he's not even on the bench, Michael. So I would assume he is injured, and that's why we haven't seen him at all. It's something we haven't necessarily known about. But you can see on the bench, we've got Mads Hermansson, we've got Walker Peters, Nicholas Fulkrug, we've got Guillermo Rodriguez, we've got Segundo Magassa, we've got Tommy Soucek, Andy Irving, George Earthy, and Ezra Mayes. And in terms of Bournemouth, that's the way the Bournemouth are lined up. No Semenyo. They got Krupi Jr. instead. Evan Nilsson's there on the bench. Dennis Soler, Christie, Smith, Jimenez, Adil, Hill, NS Unai. Didn't he miss the penalty when he played us? Or scored the penalty? I can't remember. And wow, what a great name. Milosevic. Milo Savage. Very good. Very good. That'll do. That'll do, bud. That'll do. Let's have a look. Did you see Alex after home games as he branched out on still? So, I'd always see Alex. We always see each other after the home games. Alex wants to go and do. It's nothing to do with us at all. We're all very amicable. But he wants to. He wanted to just have a go doing stuff on his own. We'll actually probably. It'll still be on the network. We'll probably. I want to talk to him actually. We might get him back to do his Tuesday TikTok takeovers again, because that was really good. So yeah, all amicable, no problem at all. No problem at all. He had a bit of a time away, and now he was too busy watching Stranger Things apparently. But now he's all back. You see him. I said we rebranded it because we didn't think it was fair on him. You know, it was do his own thing, and he basically wanted to keep it consistent across all his socials. So fair play. Kilman gives too many goals away, it says Phil Shaw. Should Marshall not be in the squad? Sack of Rodriguez, surely. I mean, yeah, you're right. There's no Marshall in the squad. I mean, the fact is, Marshall has been playing a lot of 21s. Hasn't been, and if you play a lot of 21s, it means you're not being called up. And he's been playing 90 minutes quite regularly. I mean, the centre-half positions, Ezra and Edris, they tend to swap. As I said, we had a show that I put out on Thursday, I think it was. Or Friday, can't remember. Oh, me. And it was about all the who I think is the long-term solution to our centre-forward options. And it's actually, I think, Josh Landers. And I never knew he was 6'3", 6'4". He's a big lad. I just think he's a lot more ready than Callum Marshall. And I think the trouble is because, and it's always the thing with academy players, I think we always see them almost, if anyone was, like a FIFA card, or they've always got like an attribute card. So for a lot of them, they think they're a lot better than maybe they are. I think Callum will always score goals wherever he goes. I just don't see how he suits and fits into the West Ham setup, the first team setup. He could play as a second striker. That's how you'd play him, I think. Or like someone like this, if Guilherme wasn't there, you'd put Marshall maybe instead of Guilherme there. I just don't think I just don't see where he fits consistently under Nuno. I can see where he'll stay under Nuno, but where he fits consistently, that's the difference. And there's no point in him getting 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there. Someone like Josh Landers, I could see him coming in and basically starting being up front. Definitely. We've spoken about Josh Ajala as well, who I think could probably come in and do the Guilherme role there. So I think there's, and of course, if you're interested in the Academy, don't forget we've got the Academy show every Monday, 6 o'clock on the West Ham Network YouTube channel, the only West Ham channel out there to dedicate a show just to the Academy. And we go through player profiles, we talk about any contract news. Obviously, we'll be talking about Lewis Orford. Obviously, he's been returned. He's had his loan spell from Stevenage cut short. He's been recalled, which I think is a great idea. I don't think it really worked. And the fact was, I saw Lewis the last under-21 game with Ollie, and I just don't. I'd rather. I think I'd rather keep. I mean, unless he's going to do a move like Freddie Potts did, and I think that was maybe the assumption. But then the trouble is, Stevenage have had such a good run that they haven't been able to put young players. They don't want to risk, almost putting their own players in ahead of the loan players, which is fair enough. I just don't think we assumed it was going to be so much of an issue, and it was. DJ Leon, hope you're well, mate. Yeah, all good. Hope your family. Hope you're well too, mate. Good to hear from you, Gary. Good evening. Good afternoon. Greetings from France. Bonjour, tout le monde. Family Bush. Pomme de terre. What we got here? We were all watching Stranger Things first 9 games of the season. Very good, Michael. Very good indeed. Never got into it. Never got into Stranger Things. Love this lineups as well. Can see us having a good result. Let's hope so. Callum needs to be up top. Big man, little man, like the 90s. Unfortunately, no one plays like that now, really, do they? Not really. They don't play big man, little man up front. It will come round again, because it all comes round again. Although we never have like an inside left and inside right anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like proper old school. But it all comes around again. Now obviously we've got a situation now where it's very much about, it's more aggressive, it's more physical in that midfield. It's things like, set plays are that sort of differentiator between winning and losing now. It's those sort of small percentages which you don't necessarily get maybe a few years ago, for example. And I think Callum will come again. I think Callum's time will come. Whether it'll be at West Ham or not, I don't know. And that's the brutal honesty. He signed another 2.5 year. He signed a 2.5 year deal before he went to the West Brom loan. So he must be coming up to the last 12 months of his contract. Hasn't got an extension, and the club have extended a lot of players recently. Kante's signed a new 5-year deal, 6-year deal actually. Ezra signed a 5+1. Edris has signed a 5+1. Finn signed another 3-year deal. Josh Landers, despite only of just joining in January, he's signed a new deal as well. Callum hasn't. Preston Fearon signed a new deal. Callum hasn't. So we'll keep an eye on that. Where is Lucas? Lucas is suspended. Today we knew that 5 red cards. Fucking hell, good luck to him. 5 yellow cards. Last one obviously at the Burnley game, so that means he is now suspended for today. Be back for the Liverpool game next week. Gary is English, but great. Messi. I got an A in GCSE drama, and my drama teacher in French, rather, I got an A in French. When I star in drama, but an A in French. And my French teacher said that I spoke French like a Spaniard. Well, obviously a Spaniard, you got an A. Madame Lamb, who we used to call Lega Lamb. Never got into Strange Things either, but the soundtrack was banning. Yeah, and Severance, never got into that either yet. Guilherme today, instead of... It is, we assume that Somerville is injured, because there's no place for him on the bench either, and if he wasn't injured, then yeah. What we got here? Strange Things got me through the start of the season. Very good. Really want to see. I think we all want to see Louis do well. As I said, when we first signed him, we got Tim Vickery on from South American football expert, and he basically was saying, "Look, don't expect too much of him." That was obviously 2 seasons ago, season and a half ago. He said, "Don't expect too much of him in that first season because he had the likes of Kudus and things like that, and." He always suggested that Guilherme was going to be Kudus's replacement. And in fact, his positions that he plays, he favours playing as a 10. So I wouldn't be surprised for this formation, somewhere through the game, Diouf pushes forward to that left-hand side and they play a 3 behind Wilson and Guilherme moves into the middle. He's got the ability to run. He's quick. He's one of the quickest players in the side in the club. Him and Amike Adieli both are very, very quick. So yeah, good show indeed. Back 5 then. Yep. Merci, or rather, cheers, mate. Indeed. Tout le monde, fermez bouche, pomme de terre. Couple of minutes until the kickoff. The players are just entering the tight Vitality Stadium, which, as we know, beers, Russ. What do you mean, cheers, Russ? Very tight stadium, although, as we said, when Gym Lads, we had them on the channel, they're knocking down in the summer. They're increasing the stands for it to be from 12.5 to 18.5 from the south stand, and they're going to be doing the same with the north stand next year, and then they're getting a new stadium the year after. That's what they were saying. And also, happy birthday to Frank McAvenny. I'm sure he's watching. I just texted him, happy birthday. So not only was yesterday the 33rd anniversary of myself and Tom's first game, but also it's Macca's birthday today. Hoping to find a stream probably. Well, don't forget, we've got a link in the description. VP Vanish, our VPN user of choice. Download the app and get 83% off. And don't forget, check Match Bingo. The QR code is there. 18s plus is UK only. Strange contract. Has not played, must be fined. Yeah, very strange. Very strange. And he hasn't played any minutes at all. Any minutes at all, really. He played a couple of the international games, the Premier League Invitational games. That starts up next month. West Ham have got Anderlecht, Borussia Dortmund, Sporting Lisbon, Benfica, I think. So that'll be good fun to get along to those games. They'll be played at the Kickoff Construction Centre, Dagenham Redbridge. And they're like on a Tuesday or Wednesday. So, but we'll give you all the information there with the Academy Show, the only West Ham YouTube channel out there to do a show just on the Academy. That's on a Monday, 6 p.m. UK time. Mr. Baker is just getting ready. I can say, he's good. Now we could be let's be fancy for a minute, right? Let's be fancy for a minute and do this, and then bring him in. Can't hear you.
Oi, oi, Samaloi!
Jesus Christ.
How you doing, mate? Oh, hold on a minute. My microphone is the wrong one. Let me just make sure.
It's the wrong one.
Is it this one? Is it this one?
That's better. That's
better, isn't it?
He's learning. We've only been doing it for like how many years, and he's just learning. Well done. Congratulations. Kudos to you. Got back home during the using the there we go. You see, Tom's using the VPN IP Vanish for security reasons. Indeed, for good security reasons. What? Before you kick off, thoughts?
I don't know. It's I don't know. I mean, Igor making his starting debut, not having what's his chops Paquetá. Obviously, I think that was probably kind of guessed. 𝗪𝗓𝗪 just popping in and starting. I don't know what to think, to be honest with you, Russ. I think I said at the start with Nuno, you've got to give him the benefit of the doubt. He's got to try things. He's going to try things. We don't have the best squad in the world, but some people have been calling for 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪, and he's getting his chance. So let's see what he can do. Delighted Fernandes and Potts are in that middle of that park. That's the energy we need. That's the people we need to be able to clean up any messes there. Defensively, I've been calling for a lot of changes there. You know, I think we all clearly know changes need to be made in the January transfer window. I thought Igor would have featured a little bit more because I wasn't massively a fan of what we had defensively. But we're obviously going for it today in terms of him starting. I think apparently he's a no-nonsense defender. Russ, I don't know is really seriously the answer to the question. What about you?
Let's give it a go. I don't think we've got anything to lose.
Yeah.
You know, I was surprised. I thought we'd gone for back four, but there we go. Right, I need to go for a wee. I'm going to leave you to it.
Go for it. You'll be back at half-time, yeah?
I'll be back at half-time. Don't worry.
I'll be bringing you the running commentary of the game today, the Match Day Live, in association with our good friends over at Match Bingo. Make sure you do go across there. Check out the link in the description to get your Match Day Bingo cards on the go. I, of course, will be giving you running commentary. The game, I believe, has kicked off. I'll be a slight bit delayed as per usual. So if you are watching, delay your stream to catch up with me. I am on the kickoff as we speak. So let me play and bring that, and I'll tell you where I'm at. There we are. So Bournemouth come on the attack. Of course, they've got some really good players going forwards. Even Nilsson out on the right-hand side, and Diouf has brought them down there as well. Headphone danger alert. Yes, you can say that again, mate. Yes, you can say that again. Keep your comments coming in. I hate the comments just to give me the more natural feeling of watching the game, and every now and then when I know for a fact nothing's going to get spoiled, I'll jump into comments and bring you your comments coming up. But keep your comments coming in. There'll be prizes to be won at halftime as well. If you are watching on over at X and you want to win the prizes, you will have to enter via our YouTube channel. But here comes a ball whipped in from Bournemouth into danger. It's been cleared from 𝗕𝗢𝗪. It was an awkward kind of ball whipped into the mix. 𝗕𝗢𝗪 had to kind of dive really low and head that ball clear. I think he was trying to kind of head it back away from goal, but it hit the back part of his neck and went towards goal over the bar, and it's gone out for a Bournemouth corner from the off. But yeah, I mean, the weather's not great and the ball will be bouncing around, and I can see them going to be whipping balls in all afternoon right on top of the man himself, Areola, as Bournemouth come in with a corner. Ball whipped in, low, cleared from West Ham. You can see the black balloons from the West Ham fans, of course, protesting against Board as well. As Bournemouth reset with the ball, big punt forward. The ball is going to go out. I think Areola is going to... No, he holds on to it. And he's going to probably pick the ball up, and it will be a West Ham. Starting from the back line again. Hope you're all keeping safe and well. Just an update for you on my dad. He's doing okay. Doing okay. In a rehabilitation centre for anyone that knows gym. Rehabilitation centre, and he is progressing. Small amounts of progression, but he is progressing, and that's the key part. So keep him in your thoughts, please, as well. Anyway, Wan-Bissaka has got the ball. Plays the ball forward, tries to get Freddie Potts, but then Bournemouth win the ball back in the middle of the park. Fernandes drops in. He does really well with his energy. 𝗕𝗢𝗪's just knocked off the ball too easy, to be honest with you. 𝗕𝗢𝗪 knocks in and wins the ball back, and he finds Wilson on the edge of the 18 on the left-hand side. Wilson holds on to it. Still got it inside the 18-yard box. They've done well, to be fair to them, as Bournemouth come out with the ball. They're trying to play it out from the back. West Ham put the pressure on. Punt ball forward from Bournemouth. No, West Ham players fouled. Referee's not blowing. He's not blowing for anything today. And 𝗕𝗢𝗪 goes down holding his face as if something's been hit. The weather's awful down in the south coast as well. Statman Ben, across his minutes in Brazil and England, 𝗕𝗢𝗪 has consistently averaged 2+ successful dribbles per 90, showing his flair and ability to beat defenders one-on-one. Looking forward to hopefully seeing the lad show his potential. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. Please leave a comment. It's West Ham versus Bournemouth on the south coast. Bournemouth nil, West Ham nil. 3 minutes in. Tadebo just gets up off the ground. Keep your comments coming in. What's your predictions for the game? West Ham regain possession though with Igor, who punts the ball forward. Wilson calling for Cam, but the ball goes out for a Bournemouth throw-in as they play from the back line. Wilson nips in, wins the ball back for West Ham. Fernandes wide out left. 𝗕𝗢𝗪 plays the ball into Diouf. Diouf holds on to it. 𝗕𝗢𝗪's there with him. Diouf plays the ball back. Oh, heavy touch there from Fernandes. Igor over to 𝗕𝗢𝗪. As West Ham play with those 3 centre backs. Ball punted forward. Ball into the middle of the park. 𝗕𝗢𝗪 does really well. Nice bit of skill there. Igor plays over to Tadebo. Tadebo over to Diouf. Cuts in field. Gives the ball away, but he's fouled, lucky enough, for West Ham. And it's a West Ham free kick in on the halfway line. Freddie Potts with the free kick on the halfway line. God, I've got to sort all this out. I've had a bit of a house mess up this week. Bournemouth on the ball. They punt the ball upfield. West Ham piling the pressure on. Fair play to West Ham for regaining possession. Oh, nearly a neat ball. Bowen tries to win the ball back, but he can't. Bournemouth on it again. Oh, he's done well to knit round. Wan-Bissaka gets involved. Tadebo fouls. There's a lot of fouls going on. It's a bit of a messy start to the half. Ben, it certainly does, mate. Ben, I appreciate all the support you're giving to the channel as well. Massive, massive kudos, massive thumbs up. I've not had a chance to really. I don't know if you know my situation, but I'll keep you up to date with that. Bournemouth just regain possession. They punt the ball forward from just inside their own half. 𝗕𝗢𝗨 does well. Even Nielsen gets the ball back though. Davis all over him. Ball goes out. West Ham throw in. Is it West Ham throw in? Yeah, it is. West Ham just waiting to take their throw in. Don't know what's happening here with the ref. Still, Diouf has got the ball. I don't know what the ref's doing. Oh, it was the keeper couldn't get something with the balloon. Ball forward for West Ham. Regain possession from Bournemouth as they come on the attack. Igor does enough to get in there and intercept the ball. Big up and under there from Bournemouth in the middle of the park. Sprays the ball out wide right. Bournemouth come on the attack down the right hand side. Crosses it in low. Nearly finds even Nielsen, but 𝗕𝗢𝗨 does enough. Can't get the ball away. Still in trouble. West Ham inside the 18-yard box. Areola has to just kind of nudge that ball out, and it looks like it's gone for a Bournemouth corner. I mean, again, just quite messy from West Ham defensively. I'm just trying to look here. 𝗕𝗢𝗨 does really well, stretching leg, but he just can't get rid of that second ball. Yeah, corner to Bournemouth. Comes Tavernier with a big in swinger. Obviously a bit windy, rainy. Going to cause havoc for West Ham right now. Oh, he's gone short on the edge of the 18. Goes back to Tavernier. Cross in low. Oh, it didn't work. Something from the training ground that went all the way over the other side. Krupi. Scott's on the ball. Crosses it in. Back post. Areola comes out, but looks like it's a mix up with the defender. And the ball is clear. But Bournemouth again regain possession. Deep in the West Ham half and are very, very comfortable on the ball. Guilherme tries to get away with West Ham, but bang, it's back with Bournemouth again. They are very, very comfortable on that ball. Bournemouth just holding on to the ball quite a lot. Adams with the ball forward, but Diouf is there to collect it deep in the West Ham half. Big punt forward from Diouf for Wilson to chase into no man's land. Really, it's not ideal. Balls like that just really are not ideal. Bournemouth currently unbeaten at home in Premier League this season. 4 wins, 1 draw, 0 losses in this game. As Bournemouth come on the attack down the left-hand side. West Ham are clearly sitting back in this game and allowing Bournemouth to come at us. But West Ham do regain possession with Freddie Potts, who wins the ball, tries to play the ball forward. Wilson can't get a step. Bournemouth come forward, punt the ball forward around the height. Igor. Oh, I think there's been a leg collision. He's not blown up. I'm surprised, to be honest with you. Igor does keep hold of it, skips by a couple of their players, and then takes the ball out. Igor's a big chunk of a lad, by the way. I don't think it was an intentional trip, but the player definitely, Tavernier took a kind of clipped Igor. Anyway, Bournemouth come on the attack again, down the right-hand side. They hold on to it, drive infield, play the ball back to their centre-backs. Bowen and Wilson start to drive at their defence, but they're on the halfway line. Bournemouth go forward. 𝗕𝗢𝗨, oh, it's a heavy touch from 𝗕𝗢𝗨. However, it was offside. You hear the fans loud and proud. 100%. Big punt forward from Areola. Ball up over the top, chest down from Wilson. Smashes the ball low. Yes! Where the fuck did that come from? What the fuck? Where did that come from? I don't know if the keeper's made a mistake, but West Ham with a 1-0 corner. Yes! Yes! Oh yeah, fucking he used to play for them as well. Holy shit! Oh my god! What? Oh, the keeper needs to be doing. I don't give a shit though. The ball's punted forward from Areola. Wilson drops in, chests the ball down, 18, 20 yards out, smashes it low power. And the keeper needs to be doing better, but the ball goes into the bottom right-hand corner. Come on, West Ham! Come on, you Irons! Come on, you Irons! Yes! I did not expect that at all. Yes! Yes! Yeah! Come on, you Irons! Come on! Oh, it's Callum Wilson. Right, maintain this position. Maintain this level. Keep going. Wan-Bissaka down the right-hand side. Keeps the ball in. Keep going. Eyes. Foul drift. Foul! Kept it in though. Still up. Still play. The fuck. Ugh. Wilson! Wilson! Go! Great shot. Sorry, Mandy. I am delayed. Now you can see my time. 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 Come on, you Irons. Fernandez. Wilson drops in, tries to win the ball back for West Ham, but Bournemouth come out on top. Ball forward from Bournemouth, tries to get around Diouf. He does well, but then he loses the ball the second time. It's a heavy touch. Bournemouth regain possession now with the second ball. That's the ones we need to be getting in and getting down on. Getting top of them all the time, man. Bournemouth still hold on to the ball. They spray the ball out to the wide left-hand side. They're still holding on to it. Just happy to hold that possession. Ball down the left. Ball again down the left-hand side. Cross then on top of Areola. Holds on to it tight. We need to watch because obviously it's wet, slippery. You can see the keeper's made a bit of an error with their goal as well. I don't know why I'm wearing earphones. Don't need them. Ball punted forward again from Areola. Ball nips over the top of Wilson and the defenders. Bournemouth play the ball back to their keeper. Come on, you Irons. Come on, you Irons. The Irons. Irons. Bournemouth through the middle. Go down the left-hand side. Still travels with the ball. Infield, in through the middle. They try and win the second ball, but we've won it back. Well done, West Ham. Freddie Potts plays the ball over 𝗪𝗓𝗓. 𝗪𝗓𝗓 still driving. Nothing on. He's tripped up. Referee doesn't blow. Scott's got the ball back for Bournemouth. 𝗪𝗓𝗓 looks like he's a bit like, yeah, thrown into the mix here, and need to see a bit more from him. And I know it's early days, but I just want to see a little bit more from him. Ball punted forward up over the top of the defenders. Tadebo's there though. Gets in front of Evanilson. He does well, to be fair. Uses his strength. Brings the ball out from 18-yard box. It would have been offside anyway, but they've played on. Igor just punts the ball forward, but it's to no one. It's a bit of a... Well, I don't understand why they've pulled that back for the offside, even though it's in favour of West Ham. I think the wet surface definitely helped Mandy. It was a great, yeah. It was great. Do you know what? Fair play. I mean, don't underestimate the great chest work and shot. And on target, and that's all that counts, isn't it? because it goes in the back of the net, and that's all we care. Bournemouth anyway with the ball. They punt clear from there deep in their own half. Todibo wins the header. No one wins the second ball for West Ham. 𝗲𝗏𝗡𝗏 against Todibo. Todibo's using his strength. Todibo still holds on to it. He does really well, Todibo, against 𝗲𝗏𝗡𝗏. Remember, 𝗲𝗏𝗡𝗏's a very tough striker to come up against, and I think Todibo so far, I'll give you credit. I mean, I like Todibo, I do. Just need him to maintain that level of consistency. Up over the top for Bournemouth, down the left-hand side inside the 18-yard box. Crosses it over, back post. Areola comes out, collects the ball, no problem, unchallenged. That will do. That will do. Diouf tries to win the ball back, and he does. Is that a foul on Diouf? He's down at the West Ham corner. Ball goes out. Ref's giving them a throw-in right on the corner spot. Like my dreams, safe and die. Ball goes out. West Ham throw-in. West Ham throw-in. Science. Come on, West Ham. 17.5 minutes, nearly 18 minutes gone. Bournemouth 0, West Ham 1, thanks to a goal from Callum Wilson. A big punt clear from Areola to Wilson, who chests the ball down from about 20 yards out, 25 yards out. Smashes the ball low, just a bit over to the left. Keeper slips slightly, puts his hands on it and punches it into the back of the net. West Ham go 1-0 up. Diouf to Guilherme. He's lost the ball again for West Ham. Guilherme. Yeah, Guilherme's lost the ball a few times in just pointless areas, really. Bournemouth playing tight, neat football deep in the West Ham half, driving to 18-yard box. Big deflection. Bournemouth corner. Irons. Comes another corner again from Bournemouth. I don't know what number corner that is, to be honest with you. Scott's over it though. Going to be a big in swinger. Utilise the wind and the rain, but they've gone short again onto the edge. Scott's coming in forward though into the 18-yard, but crosses it in low, cleared from Igor. Truffert plays the ball back into the Bournemouth defence. It's all the way back in the halfway line as Callum Wilson presses. Now it's back with their keeper. So a decent bit of pressing by West Ham. As Bournemouth drop back in and collect the ball. 𝗲𝗏𝗡𝗏𝗏 tries a neat 1-2 with the other player. Igor comes in, collects the ball for West Ham. Goes for a clearance. It's a bit messy and scrappy in the middle of the park. Callum Wilson does enough with his strength. Bournemouth's there. Fernandes tries to get stuck in. The ball can't land on anyone's foot. However, the player's driving through. Bournemouth have the ball, about 20 yards out. On the edge, Potts does enough. Brilliant from Fernandes, who regains possession for West Ham deep in the West Ham half. He drives forward for West Ham. Tries a ball round outside of the defence. Bowen tries to chase, but the ball goes out for a Bournemouth throw in deep in their half. Trusty plays the ball back in 2. Deep into their half. Cleared from West Ham, deep in our own half. Guilherme plays the ball forward for Fernandes. Fernandes grabs it, he drives. He's dispossessed deep in the West Ham half though. Ball over the top. Igor should have listened to the keeper maybe, or maybe the keeper didn't shout. Ball in field for Bournemouth. That's a good ball in, and they've tried to hit that on the half volley, but fortunately for us, he's hit the ball into Rouxed. Just trying to find. Oh, I don't know where it is. I just think West Ham, you know, probably, I don't know, was it against the run of play? Bournemouth just holding on to the possession here now. Ball up over the top. Igor reads it, heads the ball clear into Bowen. Still deep in the Bournemouth half. Bowen's just against loads of Bournemouth players. Referees, is he blowing the blow up? No. Oh, I thought the ball's going to nip in there for Bowen. Wilson's fouled. Referee doesn't blow up again either. Referee's letting a lot go. As they drive forward, Qiellman's done well. Qiellman skipped by 2 or 3 Bournemouth players there and done really well actually. Guilherme plays a 1-2 with Diouf, makes the overlapping run. Diakite hits the ball out for Bournemouth and it's a West Ham throw-in. Decent play from Max Qiellman. I'm just trying to bring up. There we go, that's what I was looking for. Oh, West Ham have won the ball though, with Bowen. Wilson's there. Oh, I thought I was going to find its way through for Wilson. It's been well intercepted there from Bournemouth. Truffert, he's got the ball down the left-hand side, plays the ball in the middle of the park. Truffert's on the ball again, punts the ball forward into the middle of the park. For Krupe, Scott drives in, he's sitting deep, plays the ball out left-hand side. They drive forward down that right-hand side with Cook. The ball goes out and it's a West Ham throw-in. Max is doing well. I'd say Guilherme's, I would say he's struggling a bit. I think he's got good intentions. He's struggling just as things stand. I'm here nor there yet, but he needs his chance. He needs time. Tavernier's got the ball. He plays the ball all the way back to Senesi. Diakite, I should say. Diakite again, deep in the West Ham half. Brooks, back to Diakite. Tavernier sprays the ball over the left-hand side to Truffert. Truffert still holds on to it. Adams, Tavernier, back to Truffert. Truffert, oh, it looks like he was going to whip the ball in, but he finds Adams out on the left-hand side. Ball all the way back though. Now it's Cook, drops in, collects the ball, plays the ball out right-hand side to Diakite. It's just Bournemouth, just happy holding on to the ball. and comfortable in possession. Cook drives into the box. Ball in. They win the header. Ball goes towards Areola. He collects the ball. I can pinpoint it to a certain extent, but my concern really is like just allowing them to play so much. They seem really comfortable in possession, and they are a team built on comfort in possession as well, aren't they? So that's something we need to watch. Adams drives over. Truffert down the left-hand side. Tavernier's made that run. Truffert's down, but Truffert skips by Kilman. He drives into the 18-yard box onto his left foot. Cross it in low. There's gaps. It hits us. Oh, my God. Bournemouth should equalise there. Bournemouth should have put that in the back of the net. I think it was Brooks that actually latched onto that. Tavernier knocks the ball in low. Takes a heavy touch from their player. And then it looks like Brooks has kind of just snatched at it. He must be 8 yards out, 10 yards out. And he hits it wide. But they're building. They're building. To be honest with you, though, that should be 1-1. We're inviting them too much. That's the problem. And they're very, very comfortable. They really are comfortable in possession. That's the problem. Kilman knocks the ball over to the left-hand side. Guilherme does well. Diouf, Guilherme. He's lost possession again. He's lost possession every time he's had the ball. Diouf drives forward down the left-hand side. He's on his own, though. He's got 2 or 3 Bournemouth players with him. And the ball has gone out for a West Ham corner. From nothing. From nothing. Done well there. From nothing. Bournemouth had 3 corners, and this is West Ham's first corner of the game. Freddie Potts is on it. It's going to be an in-swinger. Here we go, Freddie Potts. Ball's punted into the mix, cleared from Bournemouth, and they win the second ball and then they clear. But Wan-Bissaka's there. He goes for a big up and under. No one challenges on it, but we do win the second ball with Todibo. Wan-Bissaka's there, but Todibo's held on to it. He sees Guilherme through the middle. Sprays the ball over wide left. Good ball to Diouf. Diouf holds on to it. Whip ball, back post. That's a great ball. It's a very, very good ball. It was on the spot point for Wilson. And their defenders had to put enough on that stretch to nudge the ball away for a West Ham corner. It's an unbelievable ball from Diouf. Honestly, really is a good ball from Diouf. Corner West Ham. Good defending header though to stop Wilson from getting in on that end of that. Unbelievable cross. Good play from Guilherme. There you go. First bit of a decent play, I'd say, from him. Here comes Potts with an outswinger. 30 minutes into the game. Bournemouth and West Ham 1. An outswinger. Oh, it's a crap corner. Cleared from Bournemouth, but we are first to the ball. Fernandes plays the ball back into the centre circle with Wan-Bissaka. He's through the middle to Igor. Igor plays the ball out to Fernandes on the right-hand side. Guilherme drops in. He's got space and time, and he drives. He sees the gap with Bowen on the left-hand side. Shoot from distance. Block! Wilson! Ah! Ball goes out wide. But I thought... he was offside anyway, but I thought Bowen was going to... I think he did. It took a deflection. He was doing as usual on his left foot and whipping that ball back post. Anyway, here comes Bournemouth with the ball. Adams. He plays the ball over. Ball up and under for Tavernier to chase. He does. Ball goes out. West Ham goal kick. Keep those comments coming in. Talk amongst yourselves as well. Callum Wilson wins the header, tries to find Bowen. I didn't think anyone was there. Bowen was making the overlap and run. The Bournemouth defender has done enough to stop Bowen from getting that. The ball has gone out for a West Ham throw-in. It's crap weather out there. Wan-Bissaka with a throw-in, but they've come and won the ball back. As have we. Punted the ball forward. Oh, their defenders made a bit of a boo-boo, but they have regained possession though. Bowen nearly wins the ball back from their defender, bringing the ball out from the back. And again, they have got the ball out from that dangerous area. Fernandes is all over the top of Tavernier, but he can't get the ball off of him as they try and build up again with Adams. 𝗕𝗢𝗨𝗪, Scott plays the ball out wide right-hand side to Cook. Cook drives forward down the right-hand side for Bournemouth, just coming up over the halfway line. Potts nips in, can't get the ball back. 𝗕𝗢𝗨𝗪 gets the ball deep in the Bournemouth half. Back to their keeper. Petrovic, who plays it back to 𝗕𝗢𝗨𝗪. Scott drops in deep on the halfway line for Bournemouth. He holds on to it. No one presses from West Ham. Scott holds on to it. Ball played out wide right to Cook. Cook back to Scott. Scott just inside the centre circle in the West Ham half. Plays the ball back into Adams. Adams still got the ball on the halfway line for Bournemouth. West Ham trying to hold their shape, but Bournemouth start to press now. Scott drives. Scott is everywhere. Fernandes knocks him down a little bit, but just a little nudge. The referee doesn't blow up as West Ham come out on the attack. Fernandes deep in the West Ham half. Bowen there, having to use his strength to get round the player. Bournemouth win the ball back, as does Wan-Bissaka. Potts sprays the ball over the left-hand side for Diouf to chase. Oh, Cook does well. I thought that was going to slide under Cook, but anyway, as Bournemouth come on the attack, down the right-hand side. Is the ref going to blow? He's not. No, he's giving lots away, man. To Debo. Guilherme to Debo. Diouf. Big clearance from Bournemouth. West Ham throw in. Oh, to Debo over Brooks. Nuno's got involved in pulling the two Bournemouth players back. Todibo got a little bit angry there. Todibo picks himself up a cheeky yellow card. Free kick to the beloved West Ham. Comes a big free kick coming in. Freddie Potts up over the top of it. Glided into the box. Back post. Cleared from Bournemouth. West Ham win the second ball. Where is the ball? Callum Wilson. Fucking yeah! Yeah! What a goal! Holy shit! Fucking brilliant! What a goal! What a goal! Bowen wins that ball. Todibo with the header. Under pressure. Fucking striker. Strength. Chests the ball down. It's fucking sublime. It is sublime striker. It is a sublime striker goal. I am not even remotely joking you about it. Like, it's honestly like when it's a natural born goal scorer's goal. Like, he's fucking chested it down. The defender's on him. And he's just used enough of his strength to push it aside. And he's fucking banged that goal in to make West Ham go 2-0 up. 2-0 up. Honestly, it's sublime. I'm not even joking. The quality in that finish, the finesse in that finish under pressure is phenomenal. It's honestly, it's phenomenal. It's brilliant. And West Ham fans, what, honestly, it's a brilliant finish. It's such a good, like, it's what I love about it more than anything is it's like a proper, like, it's pure class. It's not just your fox in a box element. It's just someone who's naturally born gifted at football, because we do know he's got that. And I know you're going to see all the comments coming in, loads of people saying online, oh, well, you know, I think the Wilson signing was about his age more than anything. If anything, you start to think, fuck, I wish Wilson was fucking 28. But just the finesse in that finish was quality. Really, really good finish. Really impressed with that. Honestly, that is brilliant. I think I'm just baffled. Two chests. Just this goal, this second goal. I love it. I love watching it. Bowen wins the header. Todibo wins the second header. Callum. Oh, it's just the finesse. It's the timing. It's the chest down. It's the ability, while he's kind of off angle, while he's off balance, to be able to just nip his left foot. Lift his left foot around it. I get it. Just it's so good. Such a good goal. Such a good goal. Wow. Ball forward from Cook into no man's land. Areola lets it go. West Ham goal kick. Honestly, I'm baffled. I'm not baffled. It's just something you don't see. Like, even like his goal, even the first goal we scored, like the confidence to chest that from that punt from Areola. It reminded me of the old days when the ball would come in from Jääskeläinen and Carroll would just chest that ball from out fucking the outer space. Ball forward from Bournemouth. We just need to keep our heads, man. Keep our heads. Keep trying to get at them. Ball whipped in. Back post. Shit, I didn't think they thought they were going to get there. Dave just totally misses it. It's a big clearance from West Ham upfield. Bowen drops onto that. Oh, it's a big heavy touch from him. Ball goes out. Bournemouth. Bournemouth with the ball. 𝗕𝗢𝗨𝗏 up over the top. Scott inside the box. Todibo there matching him. Ball goes out. West Ham goal kick. Take that. We will take that. What's this? 26th February 2024 was the last time West Ham scored a hat trick. West Ham player scored a hat trick. Yeah. Anton is his most aggressive slide. Nuno's coach don't remember him being this aggressive at either Spurs or Forest. Fuck, I don't know, man. I right now I don't have the kind of mental capacity to think about that. I'm just like, what the fuck? Big punt forward from Areola. Bournemouth player goes into the back of his own player. Looks like 𝗕𝗢𝗨𝗏 is head-butted by accident. Instead of the ball, Adam Scott's back of his head. Oh, no, he hasn't actually. Bournemouth are complaining because Scott's had to go off the field for 30 seconds, but that is the rules of the game, you know, to prevent people from diving all the time in the game, which fair play. Fair play. 41 minutes gone, Bournemouth 0, West Ham 2. I just honestly would not have anticipated that at all. At all. At all. All forward from Bournemouth. 𝗕𝗥𝗡𝗘𝗧 for Bournemouth. Cook. That's not Cook, sorry. It's, I don't fucking know who it is anymore from Bournemouth. I'm lost. Adams. Senesi. 𝗕𝗥𝗡𝗧 out wide. Cook. 𝗕𝗥𝗡𝗧 deep in the West Ham half. In the Bournemouth half, I should say. Senesi. Ball up for over the top. West Ham have done well with Igor there. Bowen plays the ball back into 𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗪𝗧. Nothing on. He's got to go for a big clearance up the field. Hi, Mila. West Ham have done well with Freddie Potts getting stuck in. Referee's going to blow up, give West Ham the foul. We'll take that. We'll take that. Good to see you, my friend. Russ is in the background, mate. It's coming on at half time. Good hold there from Evanilson. But West Ham doing really well. Just kind of keeping Evanilson at bay. Freddie Potts. Sorry, Fernandez nips in there, plays the ball back to Areola, who clears the ball upfield. Bowen tries to hold on to it. He does well to get around him. Truffert holds on to the ball. Freddie Potts nice and calm. wan-Bissaka down the right-hand side. Into the path of Bowen. Plays the ball back. Keelman. Igor. Nothing on. He drives straight through. He sees a gap. Oh shit, he starts to panic. He doesn't. He plays the ball over to Keelman. Keelman goes early. Oh, I thought Wilson would have held on to that. He can't though when the ball gets played over to the left-hand side for Truffert. No, it's not Tavernier. Freddie Potts has fouled him. Ugh. Comes a free kick. Tavernier, oh, I thought he was going to try and catch Areola off guard there with the free kick. Well out, like 60 yards over the left-hand side. And Areola was kind of off his line. You could see what Tavernier was trying to do, but not enough pace in it, not enough whip in it. Areola comes out and collects ball forward from West Ham. The ball is now with Fernandez, deep in our half. Potts, Fernandez. He's over to Igor. Igor holds on to it. Looks quite calm, collected on the ball, to be fair. I think there's an element of panic, but the ball gets sprayed over for Diouf to chase. Diouf crosses it in. Oh, what a cross! Keeper spills it. Stoppage time is 3 minutes of added time. 3 minutes of added time. Ball up over the top. Bournemouth regain possession now. Bournemouth drop in, collect it. Scott's dropped in the halfway line. He's over to Cook on the right hand side for Bournemouth. Cook. Tavernier, just outside the centre circle of the West Ham half. He drives down that left. Ball back with Sensei. Bournemouth hold on to it. Oh, good interception there from Wan-Bissaka. Fernandez. Oh no, say hi to everyone.
Hi.
Say, come on you Irons.
Come on you Irons.
We're winning 2-0, Mila, look. Ball in from Bournemouth. They win the header. Wan-Bissaka with the second one. Tavernier on the edge of the 18. Bowen does enough to come back, but Tavernier gets in front of Bowen. Bowen still tracks him.
Is West Ham the white one? Who's that football player?
Javid.
Then I want to show you something that I got.
Okay, well, I'm coming through in 1 minute.
And Gran got me and I said,
Okay. I'll come through in 1 minute. Corner to Bournemouth. Just maintain a level of like for this just get into half time 2-0 up. Ball whipped in from Bournemouth. Punch clear from Areola as they gain it with Truffert. He goes out wide left again. Scott. He comes into the 18-yard box from that left-hand side. Shoots low. Save from Areola. Ball whipped in from Truffert. Cleared again from Todibo. Ball shot from distance. Deflection. Cleared from Bowen. Oh, 𝗕𝗢𝗪𝗓 nearly gets in there. Adams does well. Truffert. It's well over the 3 minutes now. No, it's not. It's 2.5 minutes in. Cleared from Kilman. West Ham just putting ourselves under a lot of pressure here. Shinesy. Oh, I thought he was tripped up from Potts, but it's play on from the ref. Truffert, ball in, back post. Cleared from Kilman. Cleared the second ball from Bowen. Back to Truffert again. Ball whipped in, back post. Gets ahead of Diouf. The ball goes out for a West Ham goal kick. I'll come through in 1 minute. 1 minute. I'll do. We'll get the let's get this half done, lads. Let's get this half done. Let's get this half done. Come on, ref, blow up. Good save from Areola though as well. Scott likes his what are they called? Oversteps. Here we go. Half time, everyone. Half time. Russ, bring yourself in, or I'll talk to you quickly for a minute. Let's see if you do. Let's see if Russ knows how to do this. He does.
Of course I know how to do it. I'm the one who designed it, you numpnut.
You are. You are.
Hey,
Wilson. Callum Wilson, huh?
Wilson
What a finish.
for England.
Wilson! I keep thinking of Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks or Wilson from Friday Night Dinner.
Yeah.
Wilson.
But listen,
Maine.
genuinely, like, you know, I think I'm in shock more than anything because I'm seeing like the natural striker score. It's a natural, like the second goal in particular. The first goal is great as well, but the second goal in particular, because he's under pressure, he's kind of off balance. He chests the ball down, and it's the fact he kind of just has that instinct to just snatch his foot at it, and it's a great goal. It's a great goal. I'm gonna let you talk to everyone.
Go on, mate.
Peace out. Irons.
Hi, Daddy.
I'm the wrong person.
Yeah, I know, don't you? Such an idiot. Such an idiot. Right, yes, it is. Do not adjust your sets. It is Bournemouth 0, West Ham 2. Actually, let me turn my heater off. Let's turn my heater off. Yeah, it's 11th place Bournemouth, currently 14th place West Ham. Absolutely mental. It is 2-0 and 2. I think, in all honesty, I think we're going to see a different second half as well. You know, the commentary were talking about it quite a lot, but there is a massive gust, so to speak, which is very disadvantage of Bournemouth for their staff. And you can see that in terms of the length Areola was getting on his goal kicks and stuff. So second half, I think you're going to see a lot more pelting of the box, so to speak, in terms of West Ham. Bournemouth throwing more at the kitchen sink in terms of trying to get back into this game. A game which, as I said, you know, West Ham and Bournemouth have never done a 0-0 draw, and there's always been goals. And, you know, I think we've won in the last, I think we're undefeated in 6 against Bournemouth, something like that. And if we win today, it's the first time we've won 3 games in a row for something like 67 games, and it costs like 3 managers or something ridiculous like that. So anyway, at halftime, as always, anyone new to the channel, thanks for joining us. Firstly, but we always give you something. Give you something for nothing. Or there's nothing for you to do. All you got to do. I've been to Cafe Water. I was in there this afternoon. Saw Nick this morning. I had a jacket potato with chili and cheese and sunny flow. I was there literally at 12 o'clock, so I must have just missed you. Entering the twilight zone. Do not adjust your sets. Let's keep the energy going. And what energy is it? And actually, I think in the first part of the game, very much that, the Fernandez-Potts combination were getting very much run over they were getting steamrolled by Bournemouth. But the energy that particularly Freddie, and what I like about Freddie is he's a bit of a dirty player. And let's be honest, it's a bit like he's got a real old school way about him in terms of the way he plays. If he needs to, get a foul to stop the play, he will do. And it's so nice to see. It's so nice to see just how someone so young tackle. It's a dying art in football, I think, tackling and getting stuck in. And even Tolibo looks like he wants to have a little ruck as well. And it was, I thought Kilman had a half decent game first half. Some nice touches, brought the ball forward as well. I thought the sides played really well. I think, as you said, the comments have been saying about Guilherme. I think he looks rusty. Which is not surprising. He hasn't played any minutes for almost 3 months, and he's been injured as well. So, I still think that Summerville thing was a last-minute thing. Anyway, we've got some prizes. We've got the Phil Parkes signed notebook, retro notebook, available on Amazon, and a 𝗪𝗪𝗧 signed picture from the 1980 FA Cup final. All you've got to do, no money needs to change hands, nothing. Just in the comments, you need to put a hashtag. And the hashtag is going to be... when he wants to come in, it's going to be Wilson for England. Wilson for England. What's that? Someone's put something about Wilson for England. That's what it's got to be. To his fave. What's that underneath? I can't. Someone's put to his fave West Ham presenter. Russ, I can't see that. Or is that you? Okay. So yeah, hashtag Wilson for England. So we'll start collecting them, and we'll do 2 draws in a bit. Just copy and paste if you can. It's easier. He's had a great training, Steve Potts. His dad was always a 7 out of 10. It's a good point. And Phil, put it without the spaces. All one word, Wilson for England. And we'll draw those out. So, you look across the pitch. I said, apart from maybe Guilherme, I think everyone else has had a half decent game. Paul Bowen's been industrious. Wan-Bissaka's been all right. The back three's been okay. I think Eagle's been relatively solid. Despite, again, his sort of first start, really. I thought Tolibo looks like he's up for a bit of a scrap. Ariola seems, despite it being very wet and windy, pulled off a few good saves. Fernandez, that's what I like. Even Fernandez likes to get a boot in. I love the fact that these boys like to get a boot in. It's brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. Yes. Wilson for England. All right, we'll draw the first one. Let me. I've got to share my screen now. Let me sort this out now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this. Take this. Bring myself back in and share my screen. Right, let's do that. And then we'll get this going. And then we'll get the first one in. And then we'll do another one after that. Okie dokie, let's draw this bad boy and let's see what happens. So if it's obviously say West Ham Network, we're going to do it again. But it has Jazz Harper 67. Jazz Harper 67, congratulations. I imagine that's the owner, not the dog himself. But very, very good. Congratulations, Jazz. You have won the Phil Parkes signed notebook. And we'll draw again for the 𝗪𝗪𝗧 signed photo. And that lucky person will be, he says, Erkim 3380. Obviously 3379 was taken. So to Jazz and to Erkim, if you can message us, send us an email address, send us an email with your postal address to westhamnetwork@gmail.com. We'll get that in the post to you next week. And congratulations, well done. I know you almost won, Gary. I know, But you've done enough. You've done well. We've done well yourself. Anyway, let's bring in. Oh, that's it. That's better. Well, can I do Anton's screen? Would that be easier? Remove that. Remove my screen. Put in Anton's screen. Although he hasn't got very good signal by the looks of it. No worries. Let's put my screen on. That's better. Well done to Jazz and well done to �𝗓𝗓. Congratulations. Nice to see. And we do that every watch along, every away watch along, because I know how to do it and Anton don't. So that'll be indeed very, very good. So if you two can both send us your email address. Sorry, send us an email with your postal address rather to westhamnetwork@gmail.com. Right, in the chat below, please give me your one-word halftime analysis, please. Just one word, and then we're going to go through a bunch of them. One word halftime analysis, please, and we'll go through a bunch of them. I'm just having a look there. In terms of stats, let's get some stats. We've got Statman Ben in the chat. Let's get some stats here. 74% possession to Bournemouth. 26. 74-26, if we round it up. 7 shots to ball, 4 for West Ham. 2 on target for Bournemouth, 2 on target West Ham. Obviously, we scored with them. Only 6 touches in our opposition half. 14 in Bournemouth. We've made 2 saves. Aerial duels 1. 6-1 to Bournemouth. Fouls committed, West Ham 5. Bournemouth only 3. Corners 3-2. Distance travelled, both 54 kilometres. That's impressive. West Ham have done a little bit more walking, a little bit more jogging. And Bournemouth have done a little bit more sprinting. There we go, in terms of percentages. We've won 100% of our tackles. Wow. Bournemouth have only won 56% of their tackles. That's brilliant. And we've only committed 5 fouls. That's really impressive, although we've only had 5 tackles. But anyway. Windy, Few, Bosch. These are your one-word match analyses. Unexpected, Windy Wilson. That's technically 2, but there we go. Just Wilson. I mean, it's been the difference, hasn't it? And again, we've spoken about this a lot in terms of having a proper striker. And it's frustrating that we seem to touch wood, have a striker who's pretty much we've got him on a 1-year deal. So we would, realistically, if we want to keep him, have to sign a new deal before January. Otherwise, he'll be available to sign a pre-contract agreement for a foreign-based club. Passionate, yes, great word, Mandy. There's a real passion amongst this side in terms of how it's playing. It's great to see. Love to see it. Cautious, indeed. Fernandez and Potts have been brilliant. Todibo, a monster, and Wilson, deadly. I like that expression. And I think that's the difference between strikers, isn't it? In terms of having, it's having that half chance, and the difference between a lethal striker and an average striker, or clinical striker and an average striker, is when you get that ability, when you get that time, that half chance, putting that away. Goal says, okay, that's his word. The team has turned around once we put some athletics. And to be honest, Bootcamp, that's pretty much what we've been saying for the last 18 months, really. That midfield, when it was you had Souček and JWP, that midfield is totally different now with Fernandez and Potts. It just is. And it's not a surprise that, the team looks like they've got legs, they've got drive in the middle, because that's what brings you around. And it's absolutely crazy, isn't it? Absolutely crazy. I love how ambitious the players are looking. Ambitious, yep. And I love the way they just all seem to want to fight, and they want to fight for the ball, and there was a couple of chances time in the first half when Wan-Bissaka might have missed the ball, and then Potts is there to put some on someone, and it's not hard. It ain't hard. It ain't hard at all. Just don't bring on Speedo and Irving. Keep the midfield the same. Yes, James, hope you're well, mate. Stupid Juju. Oh, it's all right. Juju's all right. Togetherness. I like that. Just a hyphen from Mr. Ian Grant. Proper team effort so far. Yes. That's a great way of explaining it. Bit late for you on that. Unity, great word. Yeah. And I think, this is a real togetherness in this side. And that's clearly what we're trying to go, and what Nuno's trying to bring in is a series of togetherness, but not just on the pitch, but he talks very candidly about bringing the fans with them. And this type of performance will bring the fans on. It'll bring the fans towards them. It'll make us a whole. You can make us whole again, but it is a bit like that. It is. If we're seeing, a real passion on the pitch, and I think also, I don't think it's a coincidence that you've got a West Ham boy there in terms of Freddie on the pitch, and you've got this symbiotic relationship with them now because of you've got Freddie on the pitch as well. You've got a West Ham boy there who's been through it. He's one of the fabric that is West Ham in terms of the Potts era. I think it's very clever that Nuno kept the likes of Mark Robson and Potsy in the setup. I think it's more he had to rather than anything else because I just think he has to because I think he couldn't afford any of the Forest guys yet. The data shows we are relying less on Bowen, which is good, as makes us less predictable. Indeed, and as you know, we had that stat, wasn't it, that 60% of all our goals involvements were done by Bowen, which is more. I think it's double or 3 times anyone else in the Premier League. Absolutely crazy. Can see Cape it. Well, he's not playing, so there we go. So KWB isn't in the bench. There we go. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about that at all. So yeah, just wait for Anton to start, and then we'll be doing the second half. He'll be in the second half, and I'll have to then dash out. But anyway, is this the start of a new beginning, or dare we dream? The West Ham pride and passion, never give up. That's what we like to see, mate. Never give up, never give up. So it looks like they're going to start the second half. Anton will be here any second now, and then we can crack on when he comes back. If he comes back, of course, you better do, because I've got to go and take flight. I've got to take flight to Swestfield now. I'm just waiting for the kickoff to start. They're just. Well, I know you've started, Mandy. We've started now. So second half has begun. Just wait for Anton to turn up, and then I've got to go. And I think you're going to see a lot more Bournemouth pinging it that way, really trying to take on just the wind, because it is a really bad wind there apparently at the moment. So yeah, there we go. Straight away goal kick for our West Ham. Ariola taking the ball, flicked on by Kyle Walker-Peters, who seems to have come on. Kyle Walker-Peters for Luis Guilherme, looks like. Let me bring that one on. Sorry, I didn't even notice that. Let me make that change. Anton's just coming on. I'm going to change the side. Guilherme looks like he's off for Kyle Walker-Peters. I'll bring Anton on in a minute. Let me just do this. He's having a cup of tea. Right, I'm going to bring him on.
I didn't realise the game started, so apologies. I was getting a coffee. Cafetiere, putting the coffee in, pressing it down, having a little chin wag with the old family that I've not seen today. Russ is sitting in the background, shaking his head. But yeah, Guilherme's off, and Kyle Walker-Peters is on, which it wasn't a great half from Guilherme, to be honest with you. But I can see it also, the decision to do that. I'm hoping Russ is changing the team for me. Come on, Russie B. Chop, 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 sir. Lions. Lions. All right, hold on a minute. I'm ahead. I'm well ahead than Russ. Where am I? I'm well ahead. I'm on 47. Jeez, oh. I'm 47-24. Taverniers on the ball for Bournemouth. Ball in through the middle. And the referee's blown up in a really dangerous area as a free kick for Bournemouth. I can't stand my lighting. Oh, I can't stand my lighting. Do you know what? I wonder if that's because that needs to go that side. Oh, that's so fucking bright, isn't it? Whoa, so bright. So bright. It's better. It is better. Right, Bournemouth free kick. On the left-hand side, about 20 yards out. It's cheeky coffee, cheeky cafetiere coffee. Taverniers over it, Cooks over it. There's the option of an in-swinger or an out-swinger. Cook. Oh, glances by the back post. Glances by the back post. Keep your comments coming in. Oh, Russ, you've not changed it, mate. Souček is coming on. Let me have a look here. Where's Russ when you need Russ, eh? Right, it looks like Souček is also coming on the field. Right, let's have a look and see. Is it definitely? Yeah, I think it's Kyle Walker-Peters gone through the middle. I can't keep up with this team. Anyway, let's bring him in. Two. There you go. I'll do it, Russ. Don't you worry, son. That's probably not the way we're actually lined up, but we'll see. Bowen chases. Ball goes out. Bournemouth. Is that a Bournemouth throw-in? But Souček is being readied. I agree with you, mate. I'm not either. I want to see more, but yeah. Anyway, Bournemouth come on the attack down the left-hand side. Oh, good interception there from Wan-Bissaka. He's driven about 50 yards on match challenge, 60. About 70 yards, Wan-Bissaka down the right-hand side. Skips by one of their players. Skips again. Gonna cross it in. Good cross in! Ah! Over the bar! Decent! Very good from Wan-Bissaka. Bar headed over. Ball crossed in. And Bowen header over the bar. And Wilson comes off for Tommy Souček. And you've got to give Wilson credit. It's interesting, 51 minutes in though. I don't think Wilson's happy. But I wonder if there's an element of managing the player in terms of his age, injuries, all that sort of stuff. I can't help but feel like that's what it is. And I think, do you know what? It might be good football management. I can't help but feel that maybe there's another goal in him, maybe, but I don't know if we're getting caught up in the kind of rose-tinted moment of West Ham winning 2-0 and seeing 2 goals come off. But to be honest with you, it might be a really good decision putting Souček up top. And anyway, Wilson's given Nuno a big, massive pat on the back, a big cuddle, so he's all right. He's all right, man. And we're going to see the big man, Tommy Souček. Come on, you Irons! Ah! Come on. Ball. Bournemouth drive. Bournemouth still driving. Ball driving over the right hand side. Ah, that's good. That'll do. West Ham goal kick. The ball's being taken outfield. Let me see if I turn this light off. Will the light be better? Massive credit to Callum Wilson, by the way. I just don't understand. I don't know how to work my lighting. Who's he getting to warm up now? Oh, it's so bright. Nah, I don't like it. I don't know what's going on. I need to get new lighting. That's what I need to do. Bournemouth come on the attack. Straight down the middle. Truffert to Tavernier on the left. Truffert again. Ball whipped in. Areola comes out. Collects Areola! Areola held the ball too long there and the referee's blown up and given a... I haven't seen this for a while, but he's given a free kick there. What's he... Corner coming in from Bournemouth. Thanks to Areola holding on to Areola holding on to the ball too long. And then swinger cleared from West Ham to the back post. Ball whipped in again. Areola punches clear under pressure from the Bournemouth player. Cleared upfield. Follow. A Brazilian magnifico. Nobody better than Chris Paqueta. He's on of our own. Truffert down the left hand side. Tavernier back to Truffert again. Adams drops in, wants the ball, but Truffert holds on to it. Plays out in Tavernier. Tavernier gets the ball, crosses in. Good interception there from Wan-Bissaka. Ball goes out. Bournemouth throw in. Truffert. Tavernier back to Truffert. Good interception there from Bowen. Ball goes out. Another corner for Bournemouth. Follow. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, please. Hit the thumbs up. Please leave a comment. We do appreciate all your feedback on the channel as well. Ball whipped in from Bournemouth. Right on top. Oh, fucking hell, that was going in. It was cleared from Kilman. Off the line. I think Areola, the ball went over the top of Areola. It looked like it was going in, and Kilman headed the ball clear. Adams. Out wide right. Brooks. Back to Adams. Through the middle there for Cook. Bournemouth just happy staying on the ball. CNSA. Tavernier drops in, collects it, drives through the middle. Turns onto his left foot. Plays the ball back over to Adams. Deep in the West Ham half. Ball spilled over from the right hand side. Blocked from Kyle Walker-Peters. Good interception. Corner. Corner to Bournemouth. Yeah, I tell you what, if Kilman wasn't there, that was going in from that corner. Oh no, maybe it would have gone wide, to be honest. Anyway, another corner coming in from Bournemouth. Tavernier over on the far side. Or the touchline. Ball whipped in. Front post, cleared from West Ham. Bournemouth still on the ball. Ball punted forward. Cleared from West Ham. Bournemouth still on the ball. Corner to Bournemouth. I don't know what the stats are for corners, but they've had a ridiculous amount of corners. So if you're on a match bingo, you'd be winning it by now. Here comes another end swinger. You can see the wind blowing in the direction towards the keeper. Oh, cleared from Fernandez. Yeah, the wind's blowing in the direction of Areola, so they're going to be doing all those and whipping balls. I can feel the pressure coming from Bournemouth, to be honest with you. Ball forward, too heavy. Areola lets it roll. West Ham goal kick. Yep. Bournemouth look like they're rolling up some subs, getting ready. Bournemouth on the ball again, down the right-hand side, deep in the West Ham half. Adams. Ball forward. Shot from distance. Another good save from Areola. Ball whipped in. Again, blocked from Igor. Ţreffer. Cleared from Fernandez. Back into the mix. Cleared from Fernandez again. Souček again sitting really deep. It's a good save from Areola again, but we can't keep inviting this pressure. Big clearance from Todibo. Up to no one. Ball whipped in for Bournemouth. Touches down from Evanilson, shoots and it goes wide. But again, if you keep inviting this level of pressure, it's only going to be a matter of time before we concede, and we need to just stay on top of this and just make sure we don't lose it. Ball forward from West Ham, but Bournemouth hold on to it. Bournemouth trying to come out of their own half, but Souček just piles the pressure on there. Bournemouth on the attack down the left-hand side. Adams just chests the ball down. He can't get hold of that ball neatly, and Areola just comes in, clicks the ball for West Ham. Take the pressure away. We need 𝗕𝗢𝗪𝗧𝗛 a bit. 𝗕𝗢𝗪𝗧𝗛 a little bit. Definitely need to try and... We can see we're trying to catch them on the counter, but we're sitting so deep and we are inviting a lot of pressure. Be intrigued to see what the last kind of 20 minutes of stats have been. But it's been all in West Ham half. I mean, all of their defenders are sitting literally 30-40 yards out from West Ham's goal line. Tavernier, he drives infield into the 18-yard box. That's a good block from Kyle Walker-Peters. Again, another shot. But we are inviting so much pressure. Bang, the ball's falling with Bournemouth again. Ball whipped in. Cleared. Is it cleared? It's not cleared. Cleared now from Igor. Shit, man. It's like the fucking last minute, not 30 minutes to go. Good tackle there from Qiuman. Bowen. Down the right-hand side. Still got the ball. Skipped by 2 or 3 Bournemouth players. There's no one there to support him at all. I don't know how he still got it, but he has. Fucking hell. Bowen. He gets fouled. And he wins West Ham a free kick. Great play from Bowen. Fucking great play from Bowen. It really is good play from Bowen. West Ham regain possession, no, deep in our own half. Ball switched over, but no one is there. Bowen. Freddie Potts, 𝗕𝗢𝗨𝗥𝗡𝗘𝗥𝗔𝗬 𝗟𝗡𝗙. He plays the ball forward, expecting Bowen to be there, but Bowen's not ran. Bowen's raging. Bournemouth have had 9 shots to West Ham's 5. 3 shots on target to West Ham's 2. Bournemouth just regain possession, no, deep in their own half. Come over the halfway line with Cook. Ball out to the right hand side. Bournemouth, Diouf puts the pressure on, but Bournemouth have got the ball again. Senesi, ball through the middle. Adams on the ball for Bournemouth. On the left foot, inviting the pressure. It's decent football from Bournemouth. Igor does enough to use his strength to win the ball back for West Ham. 𝗕𝗢𝗨𝗥𝗡𝗘𝗥 nips in, gets the second ball. Bowen, I fucking don't know how Bowen's got through them. Honestly, I do not know how Bowen's got through them all. He's lost it and he's won a free kick again. If Bowen is honestly, Bowen is doing really well. Bowen's doing everything else in this game. He's having a brilliant game. He's fighting for this team. In a deep role as well, defensively, everything. That man. That geezer. Comes Bournemouth now, down the right hand side. Ball's driven in, he's driven in field, he's travelling again, inside the 18-yard, Evan Nelson! He's given a penalty. He's given a fucking penalty to Bournemouth from a handball. Qiuman. He's gone sliding in. I do think it is a handball, to be honest with you. It's just so fucking frustrating because it was inviting all the game and he's unchallenged. He's onside. What the fuck is Qiuman doing? If he's handled that, what the fuck? What the fuck are you doing, Qiuman? Why has he done that? Why has Qiuman done that? Why has he done that? I don't understand why Qiuman's done that. It's so disappointing. Tavernier's on the ball. Oh, please, Areola. I mean, but it's like the most blatant handball. I mean, it's so stupid from Qiuman. It's so stupid. I don't know. I'm trying to work out, is it because would he have got through and put the ball in the back of the net? Was it blatantly going to go in the back of the net? Is he going to try and stop it? He's not getting... You're not looking at a red card, are they? I don't know what... Well, of course it's a penalty. It's fucking obvious it's a penalty. I just thought... I don't know what the rules are as well in terms of that, but... come on, Areola. Please. Come on, Areola. 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 Tavernier against Areola. Come on. Come on, Alphonse. Come on, Alphonse. Come on, Alphonse. Scores 2-1. It's so fucking frustrating from Qiuman. Honestly. Oh, that's what happens, I suppose, when we invite the pressure left, right, and centre. So frustrating. So frustrating. Keep our heads, man. Nottingham Forest have beaten Liverpool at home 2-0. See, the back's against the wall. This is the approach, and Bournemouth got nothing to lose. They've got absolutely nothing to lose. We've got everything to lose, and they've got nothing to lose. Souček, Bowen, back to Souček. Neat from him. It's good interception there from Adams, but they've got players everywhere. Like their energy and their drive to go in that ball back is through the roof. Ball forward, and they're coming inside the West Ham box. On the edge, Adams, left foot, space over to the left-hand side. Čičer, block from West Ham, Bowen. Oh my God. Fucking hell, they're calling for a penalty, but it's a foul against us. But the problem is, if we sit so deep, they're going to keep coming in our box, and we're going to cause loads of shit for ourselves all the time. My fear of doing that is changing the defence. I'm shit scared to change that defence right now, to be honest with you. But I do think we need the fresh legs. We do need Magasa. But you're right, maybe it is that. I can only think, like, I wouldn't take Potts off, I wouldn't take Fernandes off. Ball from Bournemouth down the right hand side. Cook whips it in. Neat flick there from Evanilson, but the ball goes wide and it's a West Ham goal kick. Shit, come on. Who would be a West Ham fan, eh? Who would be a West Ham fan? Oh, fucking us, anyway. Holy shit. Right, come on, West Ham. 72 minutes in. West Ham have got themselves a free kick. Just on the edge of the centre circle. Freddie Potts safe there. But I can't really get a goal. Potts. Oh, cleared from Bournemouth. But they're first to it again. Tavernier. Wan-Bissaka wins the ball back. Should never have blown up for a foul there. Never blown up for a foul there. Cleared from Wan-Bissaka. Potts has to get in there, win that. He can't. Bournemouth regain again. Second ball. Ball through the middle. It's back with Adams. They drive forward down the right hand side. Ball whipped in. Cleared from Kyle Walker-Peters. Heavy touch. West Ham throw in. Some of the comments are actually quite funny. Niklas Füllkrug. Niklas Füllkrug is coming on for Fernandes. I don't like that. I don't like that. I wouldn't do Fernandes at all whatsoever. I don't get that personally. But I suppose we need that thing. We're going to put Souček back in the middle of the park and try and protect what we've got. But nah, I wouldn't have taken him off. I'll try to find Füllkrug. But the way this team is set up is not what's going to come up on the image there. But Souček and Todibo getting mixed up there with the header. Ball is back with Areola, but we do. Is that done? There you go. It's not like that. I fucking don't know how to do it. Actually, do you know what? I do know how to do it. I'll put Souček in there. I want to watch the game, but sometimes doing this is just too fucking long. Too long. Where the fuck I put Souček? 28. Souček. There. I'll put Füllkrug up top. Bournemouth on the attack on the edge at 18. Potts. Cleared from West Ham. Ball whipped in from Bournemouth. Cleared from Igor. Ball out wide. Ball whipped in. Evan Ball goes out. West Ham goal kick. I don't understand bringing Fernandes off, to be honest with you, his energy. But I do look at the team and I think I don't think he's going to change the defence. And that's, I go back to that. Like, I think I would have, Mandy's point, like, I don't know. And I don't know if maybe Fernandes, is he protecting the lead? Like, is Nuno protecting the lead? And I think that's really what I think this is. It's trying to see the game out and it's going to invite the pressure. And I suppose that's just the nature of the manager we've got. And that's what's expected. I look at that team there, right, and I think, who would I have brought off? But he brought Souček on, and what Souček gives you is that option. So you try him up front, it doesn't work out, you drop him back in, it gives you fresh legs. Fernandes obviously brings you the energy and a little bit of creativity, and he nips in and he does everything he needs to do. But maybe he thinks Potts is capable of doing that as well. But we were lacking that natural-born striker, so we needed to bring Füllkrug on the park. Bournemouth with the ball down the left-hand side. Goes in early. Oh, I swear to God, Areola has just saved us. Areola has pinpoint saved West Ham because Bournemouth should be putting that at the back of the net. It's a great ball in. They've beat our keeper. They've beat our defenders. I don't know who it was that had the shot, and they should have made that. That's another shot from Bournemouth. Ball in, and Areola has absolutely had a world-class save. It's world class. He's just spread his body. It's another save again from Areola. Fucking hell, West Ham, get rid of it. And we're inviting the pressure. Shit. Free kick, West Ham. Areola is keeping West Ham in this game. 100%. He needs to be putting that in the back of the net, the Bournemouth player. But I tell you what, man. That's like Peter Schmeichel-esque. Balls whipped in. It's going in the bottom corner. He's celebrating, and Areola has... Honestly, he's gone that way, but he's extended his leg, and his extended leg is what's kept West Ham in this game. It's a great save from Areola that's kept West Ham in this game with 13 minutes to go. But we are going to be up, backs against the wall, which has been this whole second half. Come on, West Ham. Ball again. Freddie Potts clears. Bournemouth come back though. Tavernier down that left hand side. They're finding gaps all over the park. It's like we're playing with 10 men. Fucking hell. Ball in. No one's there. Clear from Kyle Walker-Peters. Fulkrug's done well. Ah, fucking hell. Potts just giving the ball away. Oh. Come on. Cook's got the ball deep in the West Ham half. Here come Bournemouth again. Tavernier. Adams. The only thing I can hope for is the break. Call for handball. Ball whipped in. Evan Nielsen. Where the fuck is the ball? It's a goal kick, but... Oh. Here comes another sub from Bournemouth, but the only thing I can hope is that, you know, that Bournemouth are sacrificing a defender to bring on a striker, and the only thing I can hope for is that they pile so many people forward that we catch them on the break. It's the only thing we're hoping for right now. "40 touches in the opposition box to Bournemouth, to West Ham 7. That tells the story, doesn't it? Ten minutes to go. Why are we so late at getting to that ball there? Tavernier's inside the 18-yard box. Stand them up. Ball over on the right-hand side for Bournemouth. It's back with Cook. Tavernier, back to Cook. Through the middle. Senesi. Going to smack. Oh, he's not. He's played a pass. Fucking hell. It's a very, very good goal. It's a good goal from Bournemouth, and it was coming, and it's the strike. The players just came on the park. And I tell you what, do you know what's really fucking annoying? See that pass from that Bournemouth player? It was fucking phenomenal. It was fucking phenomenal. That defender has just played that absolutely worldy ball through to their striker. He's just off the bench. He's beat the offside trap. We're fucking defensively shocking. It's such a good goal. It's funny, you talk about Wilson's striker's instincts. That is just phenomenal from their striker. Fucking, it was always coming, wasn't it? "55 seconds on the park. We can't sit back for so long. We can't and invite that. Now Bournemouth are coming at us. That's the problem. We're still sitting back. Bournemouth fancy the win. Bournemouth totally fancy the win. I need to go for a pee. I'll be back in a minute. Wan-Bissaka's picked up a yellow card. And it's just shit. Normal service resumed. You cannot sit back at that level. I don't know how they're latching onto every fucking ball. It's a save from Areola. I swear to God they need to be putting that ball in the back of the net. They have just had 2 chances. Areola has saved us at point blank range. It's a great save from Areola. And then they've snatched that shot again. It's gone well into Rosed. Evan Nelson, Tavernier needs to be putting that away. I don't know how we're not down. I do not know how we're not down. Nottingham Forest have beaten Liverpool 3-0. Fuck me. At Anfield. Bournemouth come on the attack. Evan Nelson. Did Evan Nelson slip? I don't fucking know anymore, man. I'm starting to like lose the plot. Honestly, I don't want to call blaming anyone, but just there's loads of different things here, but that fucking handball from Kilman's just ruined the whole thing in it, really. Like, Areola again. Fucking hell, by the way. We're going to lose this, I know we are. If we walk away with a point, we'll be lucky. I'm telling you that now. Oh, fuck. Oh! Save again for fucking Areola! I don't know how we're not... I do not know how we're in this game. Areola has just fucking kept us in this game again. I can't take the pressure. Why the fuck are we allowing this? Why are we not getting to it? Why are we not getting to it? Jesus Christ. Souček up over the top. For no one. Fucking hell, no one. "22 shots Bournemouth have had in this game to West Ham's 5. 22 to West Ham's 5. Ball forward from West Ham. Fuck to no one again. Bournemouth on the attack. Ball over the top. Holy shit, by the way, Dios just put enough on that. It was going on even Nielsen's head. 6 minutes of added time. Is it 6 minutes of added time? Shot from distance, Tavernier. Füllkrug. Oh, he's fucking giving that ball away. Oh. "6 minutes of added time. Bournemouth fancy this, their fans. Shot from distance, block from West Ham. Clear from Kyle Walker-Peters. Ball in. Straight to Areola. Here comes Bournemouth again. Ball up over the top. Bournemouth. Goes wide. West Ham goal kick. Oh my god, he's through. Oh. Can't cope with this shit. 𝗪𝗡𝗦𝗧𝗛. Ball whipped in. Cleared from West Ham. Cook over the bar. For anyone that's watching, we will be going live over on the channel on the highlights review show, so make sure you do come across, get your opinion on this lovely game. You should get transferred across anyway. Got about a minute and a half left of the game. Drop ball, Freddie Potts, halfway line, ball forward. God, could West Ham snatch this in the last minute? Could you imagine? This is nothing. We punted the ball forward to nobody. Kilman's won the header, but there's no one in the middle of that park. I was just so fearful of them just getting the ball every single time. Shit, we've just won it and then clear it straight to them. Christie, oh, it's a good interception there for Wan-Bissaka. Souček, he's driving into danger. He's out on the right hand side. He clears for West Ham. Oh, it's a bad foul on Bowen. If we see this out, this will be monumental. But to be from 2-0 up to the draw is absolutely gutting. But this, you know, we'll see what happens here. But this is going to be it now. You know, it's Freddie Potts on the halfway line for a free kick. If we snatch something from this, which we won't because they're first to the ball, and there you go. That's the full-time whistle. I don't know, man. There's part of me that's gutted in the mannerisms of what's gone on, but yeah, it is what it is. You could be Liverpool at home against Nottingham Forest and getting beat 3-0. So you could be fucking hell. Anyway, if you are watching on the highlights review, if you're watching on the Matchday Live, jump across to the highlights review show and come and get your opinion in the game we have just witnessed. Bournemouth 2, West Ham 2. Thanks for watching the highlights review. Take it easy, and I'll see you over there. And let's get your opinion.